Hello, everyone. We have a special guest with us today. We'll get introduced in just a little bit. Who is here today? There's, man, a lot of people. It's so many cool people. Age gracefully, inside out. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about.
Working on it.
Roel is here. Trois Meltroir. AGFX, what is up? I love seeing all of you. Julio, dude, it's so cool. All these people just keep coming back and we all just hang out every Friday.
It's cool. You can see all this stuff.
Yeah, so this guy won the laptop.
Nice.
Yeah, he won the last week. We gave away a MacBook Pro.
Wow, that's cool.
We're going to be talking with Tynan today. If you guys don't know him, you will. Ryan Johnson is here. Sam Bridgewater. I've never gone a day. I'd really like the Tesla stock. So we are going to give away one. How much is the shares right now? Do you know? Do you own any stock?
I own ETFs.
But you don't own. Oh my God, stock market's down. All right, that's good. We're going to give away 2 shares then.
Oh God.
No, that's. I think it's like $2,000. I'll give away like $1,000. Burritos don't lie. What is up, Mike? Good to see you. Jason Blake. All these people I know. This is so cool. Chua, you got a job. Awesome. We're going to talk about creating your own businesses. What is up, all of you underdogs? Man, it's good to see all you sexy bastards. Oh, it didn't go to LinkedIn. Hold on. I'm going to try to put it on LinkedIn. All right. Tynan. Oh, dude, Dieter knows. You know Dieter?
I feel like I've seen him maybe just on other ones of these.
Yeah, Dieter's here, dude. He's here on the live stream.
On that side, how's it going?
Oh, you can wave.
There we go.
I will say Dieter. So, by the way,
I don't recognize his name.
Austin weather is phenomenal. So, how much is Tesla stock? All right, we'll announce in just 2 seconds how we're going to give away the stock. Real quick plug.
Sponsored by
this live stream is sponsored. It's Dieter's daughter. It's Dieter's daughter. Look at this.
The best daughter.
So,
dude,
Dieter, you raised a great daughter. This is Jennifer Schlotsky. I've never actually pronounced her name, Dieter. Schlotsky. How do you guys all say this?
Schlotsek.
Try it again. What's that sandwich place called?
Schlotsky. Yeah.
Schlotsky's.
Schlotsek.
Shashik.
Yeah,
Shashik.
I
Anywho,
think I'm doing a good job.
Sean Tan is here. Matthew Karsten is here. Zach DeMundo. Anyways, so Cookie Mama, Dieter's daughter. If you're in Texas or in America, Cookie Mama Company, let's just show the box.
Dude, these cookies are honestly like the best cookies I've ever had.
Dude, tell them about those cookies.
I'm a fan of cookies in general, and Noah had this package. I'm like, oh, I'll try one. How many have we eaten so far? Like 4 each?
It's not been a good day.
Yeah.
It's been a great day. That's why.
His name is Dieter, too.
Dude.
You would not think someone whose name is Dieter, his daughter would make so many cookies.
So
we should probably
have one during this, just in case.
Just so people can see. Oh my gosh, should we heat it? Are we gonna heat it or are we going cold?
What's that?
What kind is this one? This might be a kind.
I think that's a chocolate chip cookie. So we're having chocolate chip cookies.
It's different.
Wow, Vistal, that puts you in the timeout corner.
Oh yeah, I don't like that.
And that's a naughty word. So if you are a returning person here, throw some yeehaws in the comments. And if you are brand new, if you've never been to an office hours, we are going to be giving away a Tesla share to one of the people that is showing up. We'll have cookies. Should we have a cookie?
Have cookie. Have some tea.
Oh yeah, there's tea. So we're doing a tea with Tynan. So we'll be talking to Tynan. We have some topics and tea with Tynan.
Triple T.
Triple T. But if you want cookies, Cookie Mama. So if you are brand new to the show and you've been here before, throw some yeehaws. If you've never been to the show before, throw some ones in the comment box. Doris applied for the job. So we do have a job. We are hiring. It is okdork.com/ let me just show it to you guys. That one. Oh man, the tea sounds good, dude. I'm excited for that tea. Okay, Dork.
Can we give away some of these cookies? Can I just buy someone cookies?
Oh my God, that's a great idea. Let's do that. Give it a little bit. What happens is people generally come in like halfway through the show.
Okay.
So halfway through the show, all right, I'm putting on the agenda. We're going to be giving away Dieter's daughter's cookies. That did not sound good. So I'll put it.
Cookie Mama cookies.
Cookie Mama.
Pump that brand. These cookies are honestly like the best cookies I've had. They're so good.
What makes a great cookie?
For me, what I like about these, we'll have to demonstrate when we eat them. The inside is dense and chewy. It's got a great flavor. The flavor is perfect, but the texture of these is amazing. Let's just.
Should we try? Yeah, here. Let's use a plate though. So, just to be.
Put it over the plate.
Just do it live.
I just want to show people this bend. Look at this. I don't know if you can really tell, but it's like really dense and
Dude.
yeah, it's so good.
What's the secret?
Mm.
Dieter, we need to know the secret of the cookie. Greetings from Germany. Oh, you guys are all in. So yes, if you guys want to come work with us on the channel, we pay.
So
Dude, is it good? Huh.
Start there.
What is your guys' favorite cookie?
This one. This
Dude,
is really my favorite cookie.
This is You remember Chips Ahoy as a kid? Do you guys ever have Chips Ahoy?
Yeah.
As a kid, they were great. Come on, we didn't know any better.
I liked them because I wasn't allowed to have sugar, but then my friends would have like those big bags of Chips Ahoy, and it's like that was the time to get it in.
You just go crazy.
Go crazy. That and Skittles. Yeah.
Do you think parents should like limit their kids like that, or just give them all of it right in the beginning? Because like I grew up in an area where all the Asian kids, they couldn't do drugs, they didn't do anything. So when they got to college, they went ballistic because they were limited from having that in school.
I think that's so tough. I think that's like part of why I worry about being a parent. I think those sorts of things would be really hard. But interesting thing, my siblings and I, we all were kind of forced to eat healthy.
Yeah.
And then we all kind of like rebelled. Like I went to McDonald's all the time. And now all of us, I mean, other than this cookie,
it's a healthy cookie.
This is a healthy cookie.
It's organic.
Probably, right? We don't know that it's not because he hasn't told us what's in it. But yeah, now we all like are really into healthy food. So it may have worked.
You know what's funny about like parenting and you're being afraid to be a parent? There's times where I'm single and I'm like, man, I really like a wife and I like kids and I want to have this life. Hold on, hear me out. And I'm like, I really want kids. I want all that stuff. And then, you and other friends are like, you should also enjoy, like my buddy Jared's like, dude, just enjoy being single.
Yeah.
On Wednesday, I biked over to my friend Brian's house and I'm at his house with his 2 kids and the kids are going fucking apeshit. The kids are just like, there's a chicken, there's all this crazy shit happening there. And it's just like, I was like, oh, I really like being single.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, there's some good times of being single.
Yeah. I was just around a couple friends of mine who have 2 kids and they're like good kids, like really sweet, really smart, like fun to play with. But we stayed with them for a week. And by the end, I'm like, well, I'm never having kids. I mean, it's just like, it's so much work.
Oh, is this in Mexico?
In Mexico.
Oh. All right. So what are your guys' favorite cookies? Balancing is the key to parenting.
See, childhood brainwashing works.
Fatima's great. Ginger. All right. So what are your guys' favorite cookies? Ginger cookies. Ginger's pretty good.
I love ginger cookies. Ginger snap.
All right. So real quick, we are going to give away a share of Tesla. Right now, I think the Tesla stock price. What is it? All right. Let's see what the Tesla share price is. I'm going to share my screen so we can actually check it out. But post your favorite cookie. I want to see what your guys' favorite cookies are. Dude, it's a good cookie, huh?
I can't believe how good this cookie is.
All right, so it's $835 a share. We're going to give away one. Tiny and I were talking earlier. Here's how we're going to give away the 1 share of Tesla to one of you guys or girls. We want you to do something for yourself. So leave a comment after the live stream. You're going to leave it below. So after the live stream ends, below the video, leave a comment about what you're going to do for yourself this weekend. And the best person who takes the best action, we're going to announce it Monday evening on the community tab. So how do you find the community tab? You go to youtube.com/okdork. I'll just show you guys because last week a few people had questions about where it is. Go to youtube.com/okdork. You go here to the community tab and we will post who the winner is. Now make sure you guys are subscribed, all that usual yada, yada, yada. But make sure if you're on LinkedIn or any of the other places, come to youtube.com/dork, subscribe, notification thing, and you'll find out when we post the winner. All right. Most importantly though, giving away Tesla shares is going to be awesome. Coach Rye. Now do you feel guilty?
I do feel a little guilty.
Now I feel guilty. I feel guilty.
But then when you eat it, as soon as you take a bite, you're like, I don't feel that guilty. This is delicious.
Dude,
cookie.
Do you think grandmas make great cookies? I don't think my grandma ever made cookies.
Dude, my grandparents made cookies. My mom did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oatmeal. My mom was too healthy. Like growing up, I only had turkey loaf. I didn't know there was meatloaf.
Is that like the Nutriloaf they feed the prisoners?
My mom should have been a prison chef.
I know. I remember on your Instagram, she has a lot of prison guard attendants.
She's meant to work in prisons. Actually, she's very strict, very orderly.
I mean, someone's got to be destined for that, yeah.
Oh, Girl Scout cookies? Yay or nay?
I used to love them. I won't eat them now.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I just think they're kind of garbage. I mean, like this, you can tell there's good ingredients in this. I think this has a lot of eggs. Can Dieter tell us why these are so good?
Yeah. What is the secret, Dieter?
Are there a lot of eggs
Jennifer
or
on
something?
Oh my God. Night Ahmad. Triple chocolate cookies, which are gluten-free.
See, if I'm eating cookies, I'm just going to eat a cookie.
Go all the way.
You know what I mean?
Oh, cookie rich. Jennifer lives here.
I eat them rarely, but then, you know, if I'm eating cookies, let's do it right.
All right. So we're going to talk business stuff. We're going to talk life stuff. Tynan is in from the islands of Hawaii, which is his homeland. Shaka. All right. So by the way, I didn't really get to see. Oh, Firehouse sub cookies? No way.
Really?
Really? Oh, where's this on? Where's Janet? What happened to the room that I thought would be my future wife? She didn't like cookies.
Didn't like the right kind of cookie.
She baked the wrong cookie, Janet.
They were too crispy. They
Wait, who likes a crispy cookie?
Nobody.
Have you ever met anyone?
No, I think Big Cookie just perpetuates that myth because they're easier to ship. I don't want to get into conspiracy theories, but
No, she's coming on. So the creator of the cookie is coming on. By the way, what's really interesting about her story, Jennifer's.
Ooh, matcha cookie.
I'm not into matcha. I think matcha is so overrated. I know.
I'll see.
Oh, I'll see you later. It's nice to have a guest on. So we're gonna ask Tynan some questions, talk life. How many people are here? Hey, Jennifer Jones. So this is the cookie maker.
Jennifer, your cookies are the best.
Your cookies are so good. One thing I want to say about Jennifer.
Stroopwafel, I love those too.
Stroopwafel's really good. Yeah, chewy or die. Patrick knows what's up.
Yeah, chewy or die.
We are giving away the free stock of Tesla. And how you get it is leave a comment of action you're going to take for yourself this weekend. So if you've been wanting to start a business, Jennifer here, regular job. I think she's a teacher up in Dallas. Mm-hmm. I'm sure she was a great teacher, though.
I'm sure.
The best teacher.
Imagine if she was a cookie teaching teacher. I would definitely sign up for that class. It'd be dangerous because you don't want to be able to make cookies this good.
How do you stay skinny?
I don't know.
All right. Yeah. Short question. So Jennifer's a teacher, like a regular day job teacher. She's been making these cookies. And then all of a sudden, she, like her and her dad, she started selling them. Just on, I think on Facebook. Let's see.
Can we order these and ship them anywhere?
Jennifer, yes or no? Can we order them? Let me see if I can find the link.
I don't know if she has a website. I just found the Facebook and Instagram.
No, she has just the Facebook.
Yesterday.
All right, so let's find her Facebook.
What people do these days.
Well, I like that she doesn't spend any money on building a company or any money on like anything. She literally has a Facebook page. So can you guys see the screen? All right, so here's a screen of hers. So she put up a Facebook page and she just posts November. She hasn't even updated Jennifer's November.
If this cookie company better still be open.
Dude, if this goes out of business, what are we going to do?
Well, then we're going to go to a cooking class. We're just going to learn how to do
$8
it.
a dozen. How do you even make money?
I know, that seems too cheap.
I was thinking about that yesterday. I think some of the best companies in the world, you feel like you're ripping them off.
Yeah.
Like my friends lived out when I went to go visit people that had kids that didn't like their kids. They like their kids.
Mm-hmm.
They just, Amazon delivers to them and they are out in the country. Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, it feels like Amazon's getting ripped off doing this. That to me is a sign of a good business.
That's how I feel about the place I got this tea from, Jiao Zhou in Budapest.
Okay.
Every time I go there, it's such a good experience. The tea is so good and it's so cheap. And literally I'm like, guys, can I just like pay a little bit more? Like the value is just too good. I want you to stay in business. You know, sometimes you're just like, oh, well, hold on, we're getting secrets. Browned butter. Okay. That makes sense. How about eggs? There's a lot of eggs in there. What else did she say?
Smoking the butter. People are doing smoked butter.
That's all we do. Oh, she does ship to Canada. She already answered.
Did she say yes?
Sweet.
No, she didn't say yes to that. Oh, yes, I have. I shipped to
Brand. Like spamming hard, by the way.
Oh, which one is crowdsourcing?
Yeah.
All right. Blocked. Smoking butter sounded like she was doing drugs.
I mean, it feels like I'm eating those cookies. I'm gonna stop talking about the cookies.
No, okay. Well, I mean, most importantly today, we're gonna talk about cookies. So before we even go into us talking about more of our own stuff, how was your guys' week? Can you guys post some of the good things or great things that happened in your week? Tynan had a horrible week.
Horrible week. It's been so bad, man.
Cookies, Austin, tea. So I'd love if you guys could share. I love seeing the wins of the week. Like, what were some of the best parts of your week?
Sweet.
And then we just call them out.
Awesome.
All right. Kristen, nice. Hey, good to see you, Kristen. Tynan, how do you say his name?
Adam. Boy, yeah.
I don't know.
I was gonna learn how to read Cyrillic, and then I just never did it.
Is that what it's called?
That's Cyrillic, yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, how was your guys' week? What was the wins of the week? What would you say? What would you say your win of the week is? I got to the final round of an important application. Oh, bring Jennifer on live for the cookies. Jennifer, Peter, I'll send you a link if you can send it to her. We will invite her on.
Oh, cool.
I don't know her number, Jennifer. Dieter, I'll text it to you and you can invite her. What flavor tea is this, Tynan?
This is a GABA tea from Jiaozhou. And GABA is a kind of oolong that they kind of fix in nitrogen, and it makes it produce GABA, which stands for something, gamma something. But it has a really unique flavor.
And it gives you testosterone.
And it gives you testosterone, like the tiniest amount, but sometimes you get psyched about it. You think you're going to get ripped. So,
dude, there's a lot. Okay, so Alex Rachevsky. Oh, it's Adam Ismailov. Thank you, Alex. Dude, there's so many cool people that are part of this channel. Kayvon launched a new incubator. Cupkin broke 20,000 in revenue for the first time.
Dude, that's awesome.
Bro, you might need to celebrate with some cookies.
You need some cookies.
That's how, like, when you make that 20K money, you get the cookie.
You always get cookies when you hit 20K.
How to YouTube video get some traction.
Cool. Dude, it's cool seeing what everybody's
I liked when I love the wins.
Yeah.
Being sane, hell yeah, Elton.
No, look.
What'd she say?
No enjoyed her cookies. It's a win.
Dude. And you're gonna come on the Office Hours. Dieter, I'm sending you a link for her to join. Dieter, I'm sending you the link. One sec. There it is. All right. Yeah, I love seeing these guys wins of the week. Is the cookie channel doing business videos too? Jennifer, you might need to do a YouTube channel.
I would subscribe.
I finished my packages. Hey, April, and decided my focus.
Focus.
It's French.
That's exotic.
I know. Free heart. Finally started investing late in the game, but better late than never. True story. I started investing earlier on, and I was like, I shouldn't do it until later. And I just never, and I did it early. I just kind of threw it in, and it did well.
Funny how that works.
So what's the moral of that story?
Invest now.
Yeah.
I was reading something interesting. I think maybe you saw it too in one of our WhatsApp groups. So they were talking about how, oh, maybe it wasn't in there. They're talking about how basically all that matters in investing is that all your money is earning money all the time. It's like when people focus on these like crazy outsized returns, it's like, yeah, but if that's getting averaged with a bunch of zeros, it doesn't matter. But if you're just compounding even like 5% to 10% every year and like all of your money is doing that, then that's how you get rich in the end. And an interesting fact from that article is that 99% of Warren Buffett's wealth has come in the last 5 years.
What does that imply? Is that like that it's building up over time?
It's that just the power of compounding. You know, there's like certain things that the human brain is not good at understanding, like long shot odds, for example. And I think compounding is another one that we just don't intuitively get.
So one thing that we were talking about, and we're going to do wins of the week. I love seeing your guys' wins of the week. So the more you guys post them, super exciting to see. One question that we were discussing a little bit before this is, how much money do you guys each need that's enough? So like, how much money would you need? You know, one of the things that we were talking about when you first got here was, you know, if you have enough money to do whatever you want, like, and what would you want to do? And I think that's how we should all spend our days.
Yeah.
But how much is that actual amount?
I think it's gonna be interesting to see what people say.
Yeah. So how much money is the actual? Oh, Jennifer Jones is gonna come on to talk cookies. Are you in the classroom, Jennifer? All right, I'll bring you on in a second. But how much money do you guys actually need to retire or to do whatever you want all day long?
The software is awesome. What a cool setup.
Super smooth. It's just really easy.
Cool.
They just sold for $250 million.
Not based on everything I know, which is just about nothing. No, it's just cool to get to see like everybody here. I like how this all works.
All right, so Alex says 100,000 a month. Harry, if you'd only had 100,000 more, you'd have 6.9. Anyways,
wait, what's the question? How much money is enough?
How much money do you need to do whatever you want all day? Or did I say that right? Well, how much money do you need to not worry about money?
I think that's the way. I think that's the way I ask it.
All right. So how much money do you guys need to never worry about money?
Yeah.
Kevin says about $1 million.
Dude, these numbers are huge.
All right. How much money do you need to not worry about money? By the way,
I'd also be curious to know how close people are to this, because I feel like a lot of times people don't realize they need much less money than they think. You know what I mean? Like if you're in the like not enough category, then you're like, it's millions. But then actually when you get to like some number closer to that, you're like, oh, actually this is like enough.
You know, okay, I think I've told you, but when I finally, it sounds strange, but when I hit $3 million cash, I felt like I had money.
Yeah.
Which sounds fucking insane. Does that sound insane to you?
What about when you hit one? You weren't like,
one was
a millionaire. This is crazy.
I think what happens about money is that we have these numbers, and I think because of schooling, you want like a award ceremony.
We should have had an awards ceremony.
You want like an awards ceremony? I'm like, I wanted like what confetti, and I wanted like, and I went to my dad. I told him, and he was told my dad. I was like, yeah, we made $1 million. He's like, okay.
It is funny how it is just a totally arbitrary.
It's totally arbitrary.
There's nothing you can do at 1 million that you can't do at 950. You know what I mean?
But I think it's interesting for each person. Thank you. I think it's interesting at each person. It's not bragging. I'm just saying that each person has their own amount of safety. But I think what Tynan just highlighted, I don't know if you guys heard, is that you probably need a lot less than you think to live the life you want. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah. What I found the threshold is for myself and just for a lot of other people I've talked to is once you have enough money that like you can pay for all the stuff you need to pay for and you don't worry about like, you know, for example, you put it all on your credit card and then at the end of the month, your credit card is automatically debited from your bank account.
Okay.
I feel like once you don't have to worry about like, is there enough money there? I feel like that's such a big step, right? Like 80% of worry is gone or 90% of worry is gone. You know what I mean?
Just having, I guess I always worry that I'm going to get a charge that I don't want to have auto paid.
You don't auto pay?
I never auto. No, I do have auto pay, but I check the credit card bill every month.
You know, I rarely do, but when I do, I often find stuff. Like I often like, oh, that shouldn't be there. That was a return.
The problem that I've noticed is like with appsumo.com, there's about 10 people who have cards. And so they'll sign up for a service, whatever. They either quit, they just stop using it, whatever. And it's like, hey, why is there like a $50 a month charge here? And that, I was thinking about the line, you ever like tiny leaks, big ships?
Yep.
What's the rhymes?
Sounded legit enough, yeah.
So I think it's good to pay attention to some of that. But all right, what are the amounts? So about 5 million not to work, 4,000 a month. I think my number in my 20s was 3,000 a month. I was like, if I can only make $3,000 a month, I can live and however I want.
I think mine was once I knew I had enough money to live for 12 months doing nothing. But I lived in my RV at the time, so that number was not very big. But once I hit that, I was like, oh, okay, well, I can figure out anything in 12 months, you know?
I guess that's an interesting question. I think now I try to do 12 months.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to have enough cash for 12 months. And then everything else I want to just invest or put in the markets or something like that.
Yeah.
Is that how you are now or how are you now?
So now I do it differently. I have everything in a margin account in Interactive Brokers. And so I just run a negative balance all the time. All my credit cards are paid out of it. And then
you run a negative
balance? I run a negative balance. Because
it gives me anxiety, dude.
It gives me anxiety too. And it's not as negative as it should be. But that way, like we were saying earlier, all my money is at work all the time, usually double because it's in the stock market and it's also in these like safe investments I have. It's very bizarre because I've never had any debt my entire life.
And now, well, you're like, dude, you're one of the Robin Hooders. You're one of these Robin Hooders that like trades on margin, Wall Street bets.
No, but I only do. I have like the most boring old person portfolio ever. I would
can
never buy an individual.
Can you share your high level portfolio?
Yeah, I mean, it's they say it's based off Ray Dalio's all weather balanced portfolio, with a little bit of a skew towards equities, but it's basically diversified between U.S., Europe, and Asia, almost third. It's a lot of it is TIPS, Treasury inflation protected securities. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
I think so. And a little bit of gold. So it's basically the idea is that it's supposed to make like 5 or 6% real return. But if there's some balance of power shift or if there's massive inflation, it keeps up with that. And so it's just super safe. Otherwise, I wouldn't take margin against it.
Well,
right. Like if I had a Tesla, like I'm not going to go on margin against Tesla.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's a cool system because then just all my credit cards just come out of my account every month. So I don't even have to worry if there's any money there. So I have literally zero money in a bank account just sitting earning nothing.
Are any of you guys doing this margin thing?
Nobody does it.
What is it that Tynan, what is it that you do? So
I hate when people ask that. I don't know.
My son's name is Noah too. Thomas, if he was in America, we might need to send him cookies.
See, the guy says it's a high tolerance risk. It's not though. It's like zero risk.
What's up, Kit? Oh, this guy's awesome. Hold on. I like how 12 month chart. So everyone needs $775,000 for that. How did he knows the exact number?
That is what most of us.
That's exactly the amount.
Yeah.
But yeah, and most people, I think I showed my credit card bill last month. It was interesting.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up again.
Yeah.
But it was $10,000 a month on my personal card, which I actually thought was really high.
Yeah.
And then someone's like, for how much you make, that's actually low. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the right number is. I think I've just always been very practical.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, Tynan, here's a dude. Gajesh, are you really this old? That is awesome.
What do you mean this old?
This guy looks like a spelling bee champ.
Oh, I think he looked old. I'm like, dude, that guy looks like.
No, he's awesome.
Yeah.
So what is margin trading? Basically, it's trading on money you don't have.
No. So it's a loan secured by your portfolio. So if you have, say, $100,000 in your portfolio, you can borrow money against it at 1 point something percent. So it's like, and you can also write that off in your taxes. So it's actually really very, very low.
But the downside,
there is no downside, or I wouldn't do it.
The downside is if your equities go down
Right.
and they call your margin, meaning they ask you to pay that money back, then you have to have that money.
Yeah, exactly. So you should only do that if you're like doing the safest, most boring conservative portfolio ever. Like I do no individual stocks. I do huge ETFs that are all like balanced.
How do you not get tempted? Because I like my buddy Sam Feldman, he lives in Austin. He texted me like 3 months ago. He's like, crypto, he's like, Ethereum's going up. You should buy today. And I'm in a meeting and I just went and bought $10,000 of Ethereum in the meeting.
Yeah.
And then after the meeting, I was like, that was really stupid, Noah. That was like not the way you should be doing investing.
True.
When a random friend of yours texts you that you don't really know that well and you buy something, it's worked out well. But I guess, how do you not get tempted by like, oh, Tesla stock might be good? Because, we're in some WhatsApp groups with other friends of ours. And I'm like, oh, this stock's going up. Like I should have, how do you not get tempted for the greed?
Because I think about the principles behind it. And I believe that buying individual stocks is overwhelmingly dumb.
Go on.
It's just, like for me to buy an individual stock, I have to think that I know something that the market does not know.
Okay.
And I'm not that arrogant usually, right? Like, do I know anything about Tesla that the market doesn't know? That they're like that's probably the most watched stock. So like, do I know something hedge funds don't know about Tesla? Absolutely not. So I shouldn't own that stock.
So do you like to approach it with what is relatively safe, or how do you?
Well, I need to have a reason why I'm buying it. And the reason isn't maybe it's going to go up. It's, for example, like I'm into Ethereum, like we were talking about earlier, because I think technologically there are reasons it should be part of our financial system. And I feel like its potential isn't realized. And you could actually make the argument that like these days, maybe Wall Street knows enough about it that I should get out of it because I don't know anything they don't know. I don't really think that's true, but it could be true. What I've learned about investing is that what you really want to do is you want to capture the rise of the market. You don't want to be gambling on individual stocks.
Do you have a take on how the market, do you think about timing, or do you think, hey, the market seems really frothy, I'm going to pull back on equities and reallocate, or have you thought about
that? No, because I think that everything's always priced into the market. I think the point of the market is that it is the most accurate reflection we have of the economy. And so for me to make a bet against it, essentially, that means that I have to believe I know something that the collective wisdom of the world does not know.
Well, what do you know?
Well, I know a couple of that. But that said, I did do like a crazy play on Norwegian. So like I have done like a few random things, but
you want to share that?
I could. I've never talked about it.
Did it make money?
Yeah.
What happened?
So this was a weird situation. So
do you guys want to hear stock stories? You guys are the audience. We're here to entertain and have fun with y'all. Oh my God, Talupa. I love this person's name. Good to see you here again.
Wait, this is
that's a scam. Damn it. Talupa, I was just trying to say I loved your name, and now you're scamming people.
Now I hate the name. Now it's forever mired in controversy.
Damn it. All right. So real quickly, Talupa, come on, girl.
Oh, man.
All right. So do you guys want to learn more about, you want us to talk more stocks, investment stuff? We're going to do some business stuff. But you guys are the audience. Vote.
That person has tea in their name. What are they all about?
Yeah, it's the tea. Dude, this guy does tea.
Nice.
They want to hear more stuff. Plum. Stock stories. I don't understand stocks. All right, let's talk it. So what is this Norwegian thing that you have not shared publicly?
So yeah, I'm going to write about it on my blog, but I want to wait till it's done. But it is kind of almost done. So I wanted to buy cruise stocks because if you have 100 shares of any cruise line, then you get onboard credit when you're on the cruise line. And I go on
no way.
Yeah, you get $250 on per cruise for buying, say, like $5,000 of stock. So it's like an instant 5% return. So that bumps up the EV, right? So I was going to buy 100 shares of each stock, and like what I used to do.
Every company does it.
Yeah, but there's only 3 really. So I would buy it, and then like after the cruise, I would sell it or something like that. But then when the market crashed for COVID, I was like, I'm just going to buy 100 shares now. They're all cheap, and I'll just like hang on to them no matter what because I just want it for this credit. And so I was looking at Norwegian, and Norwegian was priced at like $9 a share, and the options for a call option was priced at $6 a share.
Hold on, one more time.
So the underlying stock price for Norwegian was $9 a share.
Okay.
And then the option, a really far out call option, this might be too technical, was $6.
Okay.
But the general idea is that I could buy this stock and then I could sell somebody the right to purchase my stock from me at a profit for $6. So I buy the stock for $9, they immediately give me back $6. In other words, the stock would have to go down by 66% for me to break even on this deal.
Okay.
And what I'm giving up is I'm giving up crazy upside. Okay. So if it goes from $9 to like $100, I'm capped at that $10 or $12 that I have to sell it for, plus the premium they paid the $6. So anyway, to make it simple,
yeah,
the upshot is that because they're paying such a huge premium, I will triple my money on that stock. Almost like if it stays the same, I triple my money.
Because the premium on the call was so high.
It was so high, and I've never seen it so high. Usually the premium might be like 10% of the stock price or less. And here it was like 66 or 70%. And so the idea is that if Norwegian was to go bankrupt, I would lose it.
Okay.
Right. Because when I got that premium back, I reinvested it to lever it up. So the idea is that I put in a certain amount of money, and if Norwegian goes bankrupt, it goes to zero. If it doesn't go bankrupt, I triple my money.
I was just imagining that Tynan would get the boat. It's like, hey, because you're going to go out of business, can I have your cruise boat? By the way, so Tynan.com is one of my very, very closest friends. World hacker, life traveler, just all around interesting dude. Here's his site. If you want to subscribe to his newsletter, he puts out really interesting things. One of my favorite newsletters, one of the few I subscribe to, Tynan.com. As well, if you guys want to come work, we are hiring for the YouTube show. So we're looking for a marketing associate if you want to work with me, if you want to meet interesting people like Tynan, if you want to have fun making content. And yeah, it's really fucking fun. I can't believe we actually get to do this. And it's a paid position, okdork.com/marketing-associate. So click that down below. Anyone know how to join the Slack group? So yes, we do have a private Slack group. If you guys want, it's totally free. We don't sell you anything. We don't promote anything. No spam, all that stuff. okdork.com/underdogs. You guys can come and apply there to come join us on our private Slack group. So make sure you guys go there. okdork.com/underdogs. What we're going to do is bring on Jennifer Jones to talk about the cookies.
Yes.
All right. Are you guys ready? If you guys are ready for Jennifer Jones cookies, can you guys put some cookie emojis in the chat? Do you guys know how to do cookies or emojis?
A lot of spammers, man.
Yeah, it's because they're from the Facebook ones.
That's really annoying.
Oh, you know what though? Not everyone can see it because they're on Facebook.
Okay.
I
just hate spam.
All right. Spam's annoying.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, it lost access to the Facebook group. That's fine. All right. So we're bringing on Jennifer Jones. Hi, Jennifer Jones.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
What's
amazing
going on?
cookies.
Thanks.
Can you tell us, so you're a teacher, you're in class, or is that your office, but you just decorated like a classroom?
No.
Wow, you really made your office just like a classroom. You're really taking the work from home stuff seriously.
You know, I'm trying. No, I teach first grade. And so we are a hybrid. I teach connected learners online and in-person students at the same time.
Wow. And so you've been a teacher for a long time.
This is my 8th year. Mm-hmm.
I don't know I guess that's not as long. I thought longer, but that's pretty impressive. Thank you for teaching the kids. I'm always like, yo, teachers, it's a tough ass job.
Dude, really
You're like a parent with a lot of kids.
Yeah. And then you get to go home and parent your own kids. So that's even more fun.
And make a cookie empire while you're at it.
Yes. And make cookies at the same time.
All right. So how did you go from day job teacher to start creating your own business where it seems like is your only website your Facebook page?
Yes.
That's awesome. So can you give us a little background on this?
Yeah. So this summer, with the COVID quarantine, my husband and I were both working from home. He's an IT recruiter. So their office got closed down at spring break, like my school did. So we were just at home all the time together with our 2 little girls. We have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. So we were spending lots of time at home. And one thing that I just know how to do is bake. So I would bake oatmeal cookies. And that was really all I started with. My husband loved my oatmeal cookies and my dad loved them. So for Father's Day this past summer, I was going to make them cookies, and my husband said, hey, why don't you just put it out there on Facebook, see if anybody wants any, you know, we can make a little side money. We're trying to pay off debt, so we can, you know, get everything going and get our finances actually on the right track. So we were like, I can do that as a side hustle. It's easy. I'm already at home. I might as well try it. So baked cookies for my dad as presents, and then a bunch of people from our church ordered cookies. We had some other parents that I know from school that started ordering. So after that weekend, I had I think I had 19 dozen that I did my second weekend. So the first weekend was 6 dozen. And then they put it out there on Facebook. Hey, everybody go try these. Instantly, I was like, I guess I need to make a Facebook page because I don't have anywhere for any orders to go. So I just made a couple graphics, made our logo, and then started a Facebook page. So that second weekend, we had 19 dozen orders. So we were like, well, guess this is going to keep going. So yeah, that's kind of how we started. And we were doing baking twice a week. So everyone that was local would be able to pick up on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Once school started, that kind of slowed down a little bit, obviously. My husband is back in the office. I'm back at work too. So now we bake most weekends when we have time, depending on what activities we have going on the weekend. But now we're shipping cookies too. So I guess we're going to be a little bit busier.
I hope a lot of people buy them. They're phenomenal cookies.
So good. What makes them so good? I want to know the secret.
No, don't make them.
You won't tell
No,
us.
you got to give away the secret. No, but seriously.
Yeah.
So two things I'm curious for you is a lot of people that are watching, how many people in the audience, you know, can relate to Jennifer's story where you have a day job or you're trying to get a job and you want to create a business, you know, very similar to her. You know, can you guys leave some comments? I'd love to see how you guys are at. For the two things I'm curious for you is, like, how do you keep momentum, especially when you have a day job, right? I think in the beginning of some of these businesses, it's like, oh, I got a few sales. This is so cool. Oh, you know, now I have my job and my husband and, you know, that. So how have you kept momentum going?
I mean, it's hard. It's a lot of work, and it's putting in that extra at home when I'm like, oh, I really want to relax. I really want to sit down and watch a show with my girls. But most nights, one of us, either my husband or I, are baking something. So it's just our drive right now is honestly getting out of debt. So we're like, we are pushing, we are making money. We are going to keep this going. Everything that we earn is just going there. So then we can actually start building up later. So, and hopefully eventually, maybe we'll have a bakery.
There's a lot of people. So if you guys are interested in her cookies, facebook.com/cookiemamacompany. In the comments, so Tynan has offered to buy someone cookies.
Yeah, for sure.
So Jennifer, you probably can't see it, but Dieter, if you could pick someone in the comments, how should we pick someone preferably in America to ship to? Otherwise, international is a little crazy.
Yeah.
Dieter, can you pick someone? And Tynan is going to buy maybe what, 2 dozen? It's like $16.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
How are your cookies so cheap, by the way?
Yeah.
$8 for a dozen?
Yeah, raise the price.
Raise the price. Honestly,
wait till I buy someone cookies, then raise the price.
Good.
Gotcha.
It should be $1 cookie.
Yeah, why not $1 cookie?
Yeah.
At least $12.
Well, when we started, it was honestly, we were selling to family and friends. And, you know, that's what I feel that my family and friends should get, you know? So it was kind of like that.
You like that price?
I think $10 a dozen is fair. You know, I think once we start, our specialty cookies will be more just because the cost of ingredients is more. We have a candied maple pecan bacon cookie.
Cool.
Yeah.
This show is for children and young adults. Can you just tone it down a little bit?
Yeah.
You have a lot of people saying that to increase your prices, raise your price. Steven Schneitman, his wife is pregnant and would love some of the cookies. That was pretty good. Why should we get, someone in America or Canada, why should we buy the cookies? Leave a comment, and Tynan and maybe Dieter can help.
And I think whoever buys them has to commit to coming on next week and telling everybody if they're good. That'd
be cool. As well, by the way, everyone, if you want to start a business just like Jennifer, we have a course, $499. No, I'm joking. No, so if you want to start take action just like Jennifer did, she had a day job, she has children, she has a husband, she has a family. we're going to give away 1 share of Tesla. It's $800 today. I don't know what it'll be on Monday. Write in a comment after the live stream below what you're going to do for yourself this weekend. So maybe it's going to sell cookies. Maybe it's going to be starting a software company. Maybe it's a service business, but leave a comment with what action you're actually going to do. We'll announce the winner Monday on the community tab, and we're going to verify to make sure you did the work. So you can't be like, I'm going to do all this crazy stuff, and then if we find out you didn't do any of it, you don't win. We'll pick someone else. So youtube.com/okdork. Leave a comment after the stream below of what action you're going to take this weekend. Whoever takes the best action, 1, that's good for you, and 2, they'll win 1 full share of Tesla. People want to give it to the pregnant guy's wife.
Let's do it.
Let's give it. Steven Schneitman. Steven, all right, you win cookies.
I don't know how he won, but he won.
Steven, brother.
Dude, I'm excited for him, man.
If Tynan buys me a dozen, he's gonna buy someone else a dozen. That guy. I fucking like this guy.
Better. I do too.
That's the kind of guy we like. All right. So Steven, email me, message me on Instagram at Noah Kagan. Let me put it up here. If you could slide into my DMs. Just tell me you're the cookie guy. Instagram.com/Noah Kagan.
You're gonna have like 20 people like,
I'm the cookie guy. And you won a dozen cookies, man, my man. And he's gonna buy for someone else from Tynan, courtesy of Tynan and the Cookie Mama Company on Facebook. One last thing, Jennifer. I'm curious. So for everyone else, like Tyler and other people in the audience that have day jobs, that, you know, I think your dad said about you, which is interesting. You're like, I'm not an entrepreneur. You can't see there. You're like, this is, I guess, what would you tell other people that are aspiring to create a business or have a day job or like, oh, I want to do something? Like, what kind of advice do you have for them?
Honestly, I'd say just do it. I need
good. No, give me the secret. Like, what's the book? What book do I have to buy? What YouTube video I have to watch?
You know, I will say this, that I have told my dad my entire life, and you know, my dad, he is like crazy. You need to be your own boss. I'm like, no, I'm a teacher. That's what I do. He's like, you need to start a school. No, I'm not going to do that. Sorry. But he actually, over quarantine and this summer, was just like, you need to do it. You need to try something. You need to step out there. And I actually took the course. I took your course. He said, he said, I'll pay for you to take it. So my husband and I both, you know, went on there and got going, and I said, you know what? I'm leaving the fear behind, and I'm just going to do it. The worst somebody can tell me is no. I put it out there and say, hey, anybody wants to buy cookies? No one can respond. That's the worst that can happen. No one is going to like come and run me down and do something, you know?
Well, so Brian Ball said, just bake. I like just bake it. Like, I think what's a healthy thing is for all of us to kind of practice some fear. So yesterday I met a woman, and I was at a place and I thought she was really interesting. And then I didn't talk to her, but then I left the place and I called her an hour later and I was like, I just thought you were interesting. Can I get your number? And I was afraid and I was uncomfortable. And then she gave me her number, and then she never responded, which is fine. But I think that's just the idea in general of, it's not even that, like, what's the worst? The worst is that no one buys the cookies. What's the best is that Tynan's in love with the cookie. I'm in love with the cookie. And now you have something that you really get to enjoy doing. One other thing I wanted to highlight, I think is really fascinating about you, is that a lot of people are like, what business idea should I do? I can't figure out a business idea. Just look at what you already like doing. You're doing baking anyways, right?
Yeah. And I was that person though. I also, when my dad put me through the course, I was like, oh, I need to get a Cricut and start making t-shirts, or I need to get a Glowforge and start making wood products and do all this stuff. I need to spend all this money to get started. But it was the cookies that I had everything in my pantry for. Yes. So that was it.
Yeah. You don't need a website. You literally, it's you guys, if you want to buy them, it's facebook.com/Cookie Mama Company. You don't have you don't have to pay a designer. You didn't do all this fancy shit. And I think people miss the fact that like C's Candies and all these giant ass businesses probably started the exact same way you did. They're like, hey, this is what I like to do. And it compatible. But I think people have the fantasy that it's like, I need to do all this complicated shit ahead of it. And I like that you just, got into it. What's your,
I'm also that person though, that I keep stopping myself from things because I go, oh, I don't have this. Someone was like, make a YouTube. And I was like, but I don't have a good place to video. I don't have a good place to record. I have kids. I can't. But it's just, you got to step out there and do it.
I like the proactivity. I like that she's like, well, got to get rid of this debt. Let's just do something about it. I think that's really cool.
I think the why for you is really good.
Yeah.
Like you're like, I have a purpose for doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, RJ said it well. RJ, good to see you, man. I love this guy. It's like, yeah, just like we're overthinking it. Yeah. Oh, dude, RJ is like, he's like the Jean-Claude Van Damme for me.
What's up, RJ?
I love this dude.
Hey, can you put like shipping information? When I went to your site, because we saw the little card in the package, it wasn't clear to me if I could order it or not. I was like, oh, maybe this is only for local people. So I think if you had like some instructions, on that.
Yeah.
Instructions on how to order it and stuff, I think you get more orders.
Awesome.
The other thing that you can do in the card, can I make a suggestion?
Yes, please.
So this card came with the box of cookies you sent me. You should make it so that either now when I get it, I can buy it for someone else. Like, hey, get 5%, 10% off your next order.
Yeah.
So that I'm like, oh, cool. I want to order them as a gift because like back in the day, I used to order a lot of cookies as gifts for people.
I would only order these cookies at this point. They're so good.
Dude, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Happy Friday. All right, Jennifer Jones, you have an amazing Friday. Keep it up with the cookies. Yeah. Steven, slide in my DMs. Send you some cookies, courtesy of Tynan and Cookie Mama. Thanks for coming on. This is cool.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
All right, keep hustling.
Thanks for the cookies.
Bye.
Oh, keep waving.
I know, it's kind of hard.
This thing. I'm going to make some water.
Okay, so Tynan's going to make some water. I'm going to answer some of your guys' questions and talk with you while Tynan's making water. By the way, we are hiring, I said earlier, if you want to come work with me, Mitchell, Jeremy, on our YouTube channel, we're hiring a marketing associate as well as designer and video editors. It's all on this link, okdork.com/marketing-associate. Go to that link. Next up, if you want to join our private Slack group, you can apply here. Dieter, Jennifer's dad, is one of the admins there. He's an amazing guy.
That's cool.
Yeah, dude, he's awesome. Sometimes I'm like, he's too awesome. I'm waiting for like something weird to happen, but they're just not. It's great. I think one of the Tynan quotes that I love, I don't know if you remember telling me this, is like, life's great and it's going to keep getting better. I think we have this mentality. I noticed it in the office yesterday. I was in the office. Whenever and I don't know, it's American society or just world society. Whenever the fuck you say something, you're like, yo, yeah, I got a house. But you have to have the negative. Have you noticed this in the way people talk about things? Or maybe it's people I talk to. No, really. Maybe I feel like a lot of people, when they try to talk about stuff, they're like, oh my God, this is so cool. But you can't just be really happy. You can't be fully like, it has to have, well, like one of the person we work with got a house. I'm like, oh my God, how's your house? She's like, oh, it's great. But there's a few, I'm like, I don't know. I just think it's kind of interesting how we treat things. She ships cookies, I think everywhere in America and maybe Canada.
Hope she gets a lot of orders from
I hope she gets a shit ton of orders. They're phenomenal cookies.
It's such a good deal too. I think people are going to be so psyched.
All right. So we talked today about the Tesla winner, marketing associate, how much money. Do you guys have questions? What's on your guys' mind? We have a few other topics we can go over. But I'm curious whatever things that are on your guys' minds. Anti-flex. How was the meeting with the mayor? Hey, Sebastian. Yeah, so last week went to Miami. Let's talk things also with that we can have Tynan talk about. So maybe I'll ask him questions.
I can pretend I met the mayor.
How was meeting the mayor?
He was amazing. Just a real gentleman at the end of the day.
Whenever I say mayor, I always want to say major. I don't know. I'm like, how's the major?
El mayor.
The mayor of Miami, honestly, he's accessible. His name's Francis Suarez. But I think what was fascinating, when you think about politicians or police men and women or these people, they fucking work for you. I pay their salary. You pay their salary. Like, they're government employees, but for some reason, they're like above all of us. I think what was fascinating about the Miami mayor is just the accessibility. Like, we're going to Miami, it's a major city, and he's like, yeah, come hang out in our office, and like gave us coffee and hung out for like 45 minutes.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like the fact that he was like, hey, let me talk to people coming to Miami. Tynan, what is your favorite tea right now?
Ooh, man. What is my favorite tea right now? That's such a actually, I'll tell you. It's the one we had yesterday. It's a Dong Ding from Jiao Zhou. I know everybody thinks that's a funny name. Nick calls it Ding Dong. Yeah, Dong Ding from Jiao Zhou. It's one of my favorites.
All right, there's good questions. You guys are asking awesome questions. So, what is your favorite YouTube channel right now?
I mean, there's only two I follow. Oh, no, yeah, there's really only two I follow. Yours. It'd be great if I was like two others that aren't yours. I watch yours and I watch Aquaholic. I think those are literally the only two I subscribe to.
Wow. That was cool.
Yeah.
What are your guys' favorite YouTube channels? Kevin, what are you guys watching a lot of? We were watching Impractical Jokesters a little bit. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I
That's
like
good.
Impractical Jokers. I don't know if they're still going on right now.
Do you like kombucha tea?
It's not tea. I don't like kombucha anyway, but it's not tea.
How is my OnlyFans doing? Let's actually log in.
Am I allowed to see this? I feel like this might be awkward.
No, I think I still have my account. I actually think people subscribe. So you guys, some of you guys actually subscribe to it. It's kind of a joke-ish.
What's going on?
How much money? I think I actually had people subscribe. Oh my God.
You have 28 bucks.
Hold on. You guys actually subscribe to my OnlyFans. Kevin O'Rourke, Jonas, Whit Anderson.
Dude, these people are buying your porn. You don't want to say their name.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. I need to post more updates then.
Yeah, you do.
Wow. So if you guys want to subscribe to my OnlyFans, what would you want me to post on this OnlyFans? So it's onlyfans.com/Noah Kagan. If you guys have requests, Amy, if you want more shirtless pictures, I can't tell you that my body's in peak condition right now. It's in winter. It's in winter condition.
It's hibernating.
It is definitely. Oh, Tynan, I'd love to. So anyways, if you have requests on it, let me know. onlyfans.com/Noah Kagan. I'm really excited for this question. What gear are you traveling with right now? If you guys don't know, Tynan.com, one of my favorite posts, probably post of the year, is your gear post.
Yeah. It's a little weird this year because I'm not traveling as much.
Oh, real fast though. People are posting their favorite YouTube channels. Living the Van Life, Meet Kevin, my YouTube channel, Internet Historian, Dong Ding from Jiaozhou. Jiaozhou's in Budapest?
Yeah, jiaozhou.eu, I think. They're like my #1 favorite tea house in the world. Go in person when you can. It's such an incredible place. The people there are amazing.
Craig Adams on YouTube channel. No Nudes. Mr. Beast. Yeah, Mr. Beast is phenomenal.
I actually watched a couple of his for the first time last week.
You see why he's so popular?
I think his concepts are good, but I kind of don't like his little crew. I don't know.
Oh, really?
There's something about them that, I don't know. I don't hate them, but I don't feel like I'm like connecting with those people. You know?
Do you connect with him?
Little bit.
What makes us connect with someone? We'll talk about gear in just a second, but it's kind of interesting the connection of stuff. Like what makes us like someone or not, that you connect with them or not?
I don't know. I don't have a good answer.
All right. So do you mind showing off some of your gear? Tynan is honestly one of the best people for gear. This guy lived in a van. You've lived very minimally for a very, very long time. And I think you're very intentional about the gear that you have.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. You guys have a lot of cool stuff. Tommy Walker's here. What's up, man? Peter McKinnon, Vlog Brothers, Mr. Beast, Russell Brunson. Leah likes chubby dudes.
Right
hey,
there,
yo, if
right?
you want the full walrus, I'm going full sea otter this summer. This winter.
Those cookies and you'll be there in no time.
You guys want some winter bod pics? I have OnlyFans and not TikToks. Yes, because we put out an OnlyFans video on the YouTube channel, and I created one. It looks like I'm making $20 a month. You know what's so fucking stupid? This is the stupidest thing. Making that kind of $20 is more excited than like the 100,000 I'll make at AppSumo.
Yeah. I started.
Is that not fucking weird? Like I'm like, oh my God, we made up $20 on OnlyFans. Like it's new, but like let's say we do 100,000 a day. I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of do that.
Yeah.
What were you gonna
say? I started mining Ethereum on my GPU when I'm gone. The maximum we can make is $50 a month, and I'm really excited. Like I check it, I'm like, oh, I made another $1. It's like the most insignificant amount of money.
It's same thing with crypto.
But there's some novelty to it.
It's fucking so with crypto. We're not going to talk Tynan's numbers. I'll share mine. I have $1 million in Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is unbelievable.
Yeah.
But I've been
putting a lot less than that,
right? I think
like
I put in, how much have I put in? 20 or 30K?
Mm-hmm.
So it's done very well. But what's crazy is my buddy Eric in Puerto Rico, he's been telling me all these like random ass cryptos to buy, like the ones that are total fucking weird. That's why I asked you about it. Yeah. So it's like I have $6,000 of this stuff now. This is what I like check all the time.
For sure. Yeah.
What the fuck it's this? Here's if you guys are curious.
It also goes up and down so much that like, you know why I like watching?
I like
it because when my numbers go down, I don't care because I'm like, I'm in it for the long haul anyway. It doesn't matter. And then when it goes up, I'm like, oh, I'm richer. So it's like a happiness ratchet. It can only go up.
One more time.
So if my crypto goes down, I don't really care because I'm like, I'm in it for the long haul anyway. Like I believe in it over 5-10 years. Doesn't matter to me.
Interesting.
And then when it goes up, I'm like, oh, I'm rich. Look at that.
I think that one of the things I'm scared about in this generation is that a lot of people have only had ups. A lot of people have only had ups in the stock market, ups in crypto and all this shit. And they're like, oh, it's always great. But my stepfather, who's been an investor a long time, he's like, I've seen a lot of ups and downs. And a lot of people have not experienced that.
What's interesting is that's what happened to our parents' generation with real estate. It only went up during their time. And so that's why there's this common knowledge of like, you always invest in real estate and own houses, because for the previous generation, that was true, but it's not likely to continue to be true.
Oh, that is crazy. Remember, yeah, there's the article about the guy who forgot his crypto password.
I think there's a lot of those people.
What else are we talking about today? So would I consider running paid media like Facebook ads to my OnlyFans? Yes. So one thing I think we talked about it last week. So on this channel right now, we're giving away a Tesla share and it's $800. I'll show you guys how we just to show it. I think it's interesting. So, all right. So you're asking like, would we run paid media? So on our YouTube channel, wow, today's video did really poorly. That's really bad.
Oh man.
No, I mean, this is part.
Wait, which one was it?
This is today's Entrepreneur's Guide to Starting a YouTube Channel. I actually like sometimes when our videos don't do, not that I want them to do poorly. I want them to all be number one.
Same.
But I kind of keep realizing it's like, all right, well, I tried something new, or I'm like trying something a little bit off what I normally do. So here's what's interesting, Kevin. If you look at, excuse me, you asked about like paid media. So on these live streams, like here's today's live stream, here's last week's 2 live streams. So last week's live stream gave away a MacBook. I think Mike Brown won it. We got 200 new subscribers, which is amazing. So $1,200 is what the MacBook costs. We got 200 subscribers, so $6 a subscriber. So at the end of the day, with all this different stuff, Kevin, what you're looking for is how do I grow a quality audience or community at frankly, the most affordable price. And so it could be paid media on Facebook ads. It could be giveaways like these MacBooks, or at the end of the day, like each video, I'm curious your guys' thoughts. How much do you guys think each video that we put out on YouTube, how much do you think that costs? Like the videos that we put out, like the one today, or the ones you guys have probably seen on our channel, how much do you think each video costs? I'd love to see what number in the comments. I love every single one of you. Sebastian, I love you. Patrick, all of y'all. Y'all are fucking so cool. Sometimes there's like a little delay. The MacBooks giveaway last week successful. It was again the same numbers. It was 200 subscribers. It was 200 subscribers for $1,200. I think one thing we realized is there's a lot of people that need laptops, but we also, the team actually, Jeremy and Mitchell, were like, we need to help people get money. Like, how do we just give more people more money? And so that's things that we're trying to figure out how to help more people in their businesses. So this is how much you guys think each video costs. Mojo Matt, Kevin thinks about 1 to 2K. Jennifer Jones is about $1K. Let me see how much. Let's actually just look up how much it costs. I don't know the exact number. I don't know budget. How much do you think it costs?
I don't know. I have no concept, but I'm guessing it's higher than they think.
So I showed you guys the budget last week. So let's just see how much we spend a month. I think we do around 12 videos a month. Let me turn off this banner. So we do around 12 videos a month. This month, we're going to spend $62,000.
Okay.
Wow. Is it really? That's not including my salary. Yeah. So we spent about $5,000 a video. That's, video editors, all the different stuff.
I'm going to appreciate these videos more.
No, it's just, I think what's interesting sometimes is that we're talking about like Jennifer's cookies. You don't realize sometimes the things that taste better have better ingredients, or it takes more than you might expect.
For sure.
Huh. Or we're just overspending. Or we're just paying way too much on these videos.
Sucker, who knows?
It could definitely be both.
Yeah.
All right. So we have, do you want to talk gear stuff? Do you have any cool gear stuff you can show? Or that you're excited to show?
I feel like it's all stuff I've already talked about. Let me go look.
See if there's anything
let me see what I've got. It's exciting.
Do you mind?
No, I don't mind. I just want to make sure it's interesting. Well, here's one thing I travel with.
I think what's interesting what you traveled with is you have your Oculus, you have a scuba.
Oh, that's just because I'm bringing the water.
You're going scuba. I'll show you why so much per video, because we have producer, director of the channel, Mitchell. We have video editors, thumbnail designers, social media, like description intern. Yeah. And it started out. So living in Santa Monica, love Santa Monica, one of my favorite cities on earth. Yeah, I started out with just the phone, and it was just me doing that. And then over time, yeah, you build up and you reinvest in the channel.
I got 2 cool things.
So Tynan's gonna get cool things. I want to show a book I just got. I don't know if anybody's heard of this. One of my favorite entrepreneurs, Roberto Espinoza from Taco Deli. What do you do with an idea? It's actually a children's book. So I just got it today. Have you heard of this book?
No, never heard of that. Whenever it has that gold sign on it, I'm like, this is pretty legit. Yeah.
Either Oprah loved it or someone else loved it. All right, so Tynan is going to share his 2 favorite gadgets with us. Tynan?
I'll say these are 2 most unusual ones. So whenever I travel with a full Gong Fu tea set. It's made out of titanium. And I anodized it myself. I learned how to anodize it.
Really? I didn't realize you anodized.
Oh, yeah. That's why it has these crazy colors.
I think I knew that.
Yeah. But I need to also carry tea with me. And so I have this titanium water thing that I carry around. I can boil water in it with an immersion boiler and all this. And I bought these little containers off Amazon to store the tea. But it always bothered me because it wasn't the right diameter. It was too small. So I knew I wasn't using the full capacity. So I bought a 3D printer and I designed in FreeCAD this 3-tier thing. So you see you can unscrew these. You can store the tea in there. And I made it so that
cool.
Even, I don't know if you probably can't see on the video, but even the top of it is convex so that the lid sits in it. And so it uses like 100% of the space. So I'm pretty excited about that.
That is cool.
That was one of the big upgrades this year. And then my other item is this thing here.
Well, what do you guys think this is? Before he reveals, what do you guys think this is? And this is Tynan, one of my best friends. You can subscribe to his email at tynantynam.com. It's one of my favorite newsletters, and he's one of my favorite people. So tynan.com. What do you guys think this is? Kind of looks like. I thought it was a travel chopsticks.
Dude, I'm not that. No, it's not
travel chopsticks, or it looks like a weed holder.
So it's made out of wood. Just because people can't tell, you might be able to tell. It's made out of wood.
Huh.
Should I give it a little shake to see if people can?
Yeah.
I give you a little hint.
Yeah.
Ready?
Oh, I know what it is.
Do you?
Yeah.
Really?
I think so.
Okay.
Han, did you guys guess what's in the box?
They're all guessing.
Cigar case? No. Tynan only. No.
Cigar case. That's someone who doesn't.
Eyeliner? Yes. Eyeliner.
They can tell from my beautiful
Jennifer
makeup today, right?
Wombat pod. Evan, don't even know what that is. A knife.
That'd be cool.
Spoon holder. All right. Ooh, I like good vibes.
Good vibes.
Good vibe. That's like one of my new favorite words.
Dude, he knows what it is.
What? The T letter, dude. The T letter's coming in strong.
How did you know what that was?
How did they know?
Wait, here, let's scroll. I want to see how they knew. That's crazy.
Toothbrush. Match. Hey, Mike Doyle. Cabin fever said incense. Dude.
How did they know that?
The underdogs, this audience is so fucking impressive. There's so many cool people.
Dude,
here.
I'm so impressed. So yeah.
Yoni guessed it as well.
So look, let's see which way it goes. You slide off the end. This little piece comes off. And then on the bottom, you store incense. So this is Japanese incense. And then what you do is on the top, you slide the top off. And it has like this cool design. And you can slide that down. You put the incense down there and it burns through.
So where do you actually put the incense?
So you can smell that, right? Doesn't that smell amazing? So
it smells nice.
It smells amazing, trust me. So you put it under here.
Oh, interesting.
And then you light it, and then you can close this and the smoke comes up through it. Yeah.
You know what's funny? It's like everything Tynan does, you're like, okay, it's going to be meth. It's going to be weed. It's going to be coke. It's going to be alcohol. It's like, no, man, this storage is for my tea. This like incense holders for my incense.
Yeah.
I want to show one gift.
Dude, I'm so impressed.
These people are smart, man.
So
honestly,
they knew what it was.
That's been one of the best things about doing YouTube is just all these people we get to meet and hang out with.
Cool.
I'm going to show one gadget I just got. This is from my buddy Joseph at Unchained Capital. It's a pistachio bowl. So I know you were like, I didn't even want to make you guess because you would never guess. So you eat the pistachio.
They probably would guess.
Yeah, they know. They're fucking smart. Honestly, you guys are the best community. I'm so grateful for all of you commenters and your underdogs that show up. But look at that. Pistachio bowl. So you eat the pistachio, put this shell underneath. So great. Oh,
I got thoughts on that.
You don't like it?
God, I don't like pistachios that much either. So
how do you not like pistachios?
Yeah, I kind of.
It's the best nut.
I ate too many of them as a kid one time, and I think it just made me sick. And now I got this. Yeah.
I know that I can understand. All right. What are your guys' favorite nut, by the way?
Oh, good question.
Favorite nut. So, Rob, I'm so glad we found you. I love you back. All right. Favorite nut.
Oh, we should have done luxury nuts when we did this. Damn it. I didn't think about it.
Damn it. They come today.
No, all right. No, next time.
All right. So enough pistachios. What's your favorite nut? Oh, we rated nuts. Remember?
We had a serious nut conversation. I'd probably go. It really depends on the context, but when I'm eating mixed nuts and they're warm, cashew.
Cashew just like the all around winner. Cashew's like the rock of nuts.
It's the rock. It just holds everything together. It's so good.
Oh, hold on. You guys, oh my fucking God. Brazil nuts are the most overrated nuts.
I don't get people who like Brazil
What the
nuts
fuck? Brazil nut. No one likes Brazil. I don't know why you guys like. Okay, yeah. Thank God Thea likes pistachios.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think the only reason I like
Roasted
Brazil nuts.
salted almonds.
Oh,
yeah.
That's
a very close second for me.
I like flavor, like if they have the sea salt or some of that stuff. I
I
know.
like salt. I don't like when they have the weird spices on them. I just don't like. What's that powder?
The only thing I would say with Brazil nut.
Macadamia.
Oh, macadamia. I hate
from
macadamia. No, I hate macadamia. Macadamia and Brazil are like, hey, let's hang out and make nuts that people don't enjoy. I feel like my mouth goes numb.
What?
Look, this is like the person that's like, a tomato's a fruit, not a vegetable. Who cares?
Yeah, good.
It looks like a vegetable. Brazil nuts. So only Tim Ferriss's book. I don't know if you read
I read that.
Anyways, the 4-Hour Body was like, hey, if you can't get your dick hard, eat Brazil nuts. So I literally bought pounds of Brazil nuts. True story. And then my dick still didn't get hard. I was like, fuck these Brazil nuts, dude. Like they did.
This is a show for kids, man. What are you
Sorry, that was way off.
That was
Way off. Sorry. Not sorry.
I don't endorse this.
Yeah, it's in the 4-Hour Body and it doesn't make a difference. Hate macadamia. Yeah. Brian, hate macadamia.
What is going on?
You like macadamia?
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not trying to eat a whole bowl of macadamia nuts, but when you have a mixed nut situation and you hit that macadamia, dude, it's like nice and buttery. It's got that, the way it breaks, it's sort of like,
just the texture's weird.
No, it's
all of it.
Good texture, guys. Oh man.
Good vibes. Hey.
Yeah, we got to keep
good vibes. We got to keep the good. Let's see. We're getting like negative.
Dragging it down with the
really hate it. A lot of hate here for me.
But see, that guy is right. Brazil nuts taste like metal. Oh, you agree with that one too?
Yeah,
right.
They taste like So how am I nuts? I hate them too.
Yeah.
All right. Honey roasted I like honey roasted peanuts.
I do too.
That reminds me of my childhood.
Yeah, those are good.
All right. Pistachios definitely are the goat. That is my favorite ice cream. Pistachios.
Pistachio gelato when it's brown. Not the green one with the artificial stuff, but when it's like that brown color and they really made it with pistachios.
Pistachios are kind of green though.
No. But when you grind them up, they're not. So people add flavoring and color. Yeah. You got a real deal. Yeah.
So she's talking about Brazil nuts and I need to find a sex coach. Based on our friend's recommendation, I just bought the book, She Comes First. Look, I think what's fascinating about some things in life, when did we get to learn sex? How did you learn sex?
In the streets.
Yeah, you learn it from Tupac. I mean, like,
you learn it from gangster rap.
That is how you learn about
everything you need to know.
No, but so anyways, the book, She Comes First, highly recommended so far. Our buddy Jonathan Wegner recommended it.
Dude, I like that.
Noah's Nuts. Oh, dude.
I would invest in that.
Sad Guy.
Especially with the Z. I like that. It's good.
Sad Guy. I want you to be happy. I'm hoping the videos cheer you up, man. Like now I feel bad. Dude, I'm glad you love the videos though.
I'm not trying to throw this guy under the bus, but can you imagine like that's your identity? Sad guy? I don't like that.
I was on a date and the girl was like, yeah, I guess I didn't get it. I went on a date and the girl's like, yeah, I'm just not an interesting person. Dude. And I was like, why the fuck would you say that about yourself? Like, is that supposed to be appealing?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah,
dude,
Kevin E.
Talking about nuts more than anything.
Dude, nuts is like, all right. Our YouTube channel is going to be a nut only channel from now on, like nut businesses, nut butters.
Isn't that right? You start with a niche. That's a niche for sure.
Hon, there is no way. Is this true? 70% of pistachios come from Iran.
I believe it.
Fake news. So I'm gonna look it up. Where do pistachios? You up to 1:30?
I've got about 5 more minutes.
All right. Well, I'll stick around till 1:30. Tynan's. All right. So we'll do a power hour with Tynan. Tynan is, what are you great at answering questions about or giving advice about or talking about?
Oh man, who knows?
All right.
I think like habits, life strategy, stuff like that.
I think alternative sensible
happy.
living. Yeah.
Yeah.
Being content. No, you're content.
All the time.
I asked him yesterday, I said, what was like the worst part of your day? And he didn't even have one thing. Like my whole day is that. My whole day is like, I woke up, I have all this guilt all morning. We can talk about my dating and your guys' dating in a minute, but what questions do you have for Tynan? How do I put 100% of my time into myself?
Wow, that's a good question, actually. I don't know. How do you put 100% of your, I mean, why do you want to put 100% time in yourself? I think really what you want to do is you want to look for things that are not serving goals that actually matter to you and stop doing those things, right? Because if you're not doing those, then everything you're doing is maybe not directly for you, but for stuff that, that matters. I don't know. Is that, maybe you can ask the question a different way. I'm not 100% sure what he means, but maybe that's sort of what I'm thinking.
When people say being their authentic self or be kinder to themselves, what's your thoughts?
I'd say I have split thoughts on that. But I think too many people, I think that's like one of the big things, right, that I care about is I think way too many people they're chasing goals or like ideals that they don't really care about, right? So it's like, well, I have to be successful, or I have to get this job, or I have to get married, or I have to whatever, have to get this degree, and stuff that they care about only because other people have put that on them and it's all they know, right? Because it's this goal they've had. And so I feel like that's not authentic. Like when I think, like the first thing I think of in authentic is like, what do you actually care about in your life? What do you want to happen, whether it's to you, whether it's to people around you? And are the things that you're doing, at the very least, not taking away from that, which I don't think is true for most people, but hopefully moving you towards that. So I think when I think about authenticity, I mean, it's such like a weird loaded word, but I think that's how I sort of think about it is like, are you actually spending your time and effort on stuff that actually matters to you? And I think that's what makes humans interesting is we all have these things that we care about that maybe for me it's tea and maybe for you it's entrepreneurship. And what's cool is that everybody does different things and we can all work towards that and like learn from each other. I think that's a lot more interesting than everybody trying to do the same thing because they feel like they have to.
Tynan.com is his URL if you guys want to sign up to his newsletter. Dude, Brian Ball, I don't know if you have a company going on, but naming businesses.
He's really good at naming businesses.
Kvetch with Kagan. Oy vey, my friend. Shabbat shalom.
I'm coming back on.
Ricardo Pero. Tynan is one of my good friends. He is the guy I think Tim Ferriss found inspiration from about starting a business and running it online. That's one of my observations. I mean, Tim found his own way, but Tynan was like one of the early people on the internet talking about nomadic living. And I think just I don't want to say authentic life, but just living his own life. And I think it's very distinct and it's very unique.
I like this tea guy.
This tea letter. My life got a lot better when I stopped feeling weird about my tea obsession. Oh my God, that's a really cool question. What is something recently that brought you joy? So when you stop feeling weird, you've never felt weird about tea. Let me share one thing about Tynan I thought was really fascinating. Tell me one thing recently that brought you guys joy. That's my word of the year. So I'd love to hear things about joy from all of you. Like, what is something recently that brought you joy? Tynan, one thing we talked, I still think about this often, where maybe 2 months ago, you were like, how you talked about how positive you are to yourself. And that was like so foreign to me.
Yeah.
And Tynan was like, yeah, all day long, I'm proud of myself.
Yeah.
And this doesn't mean arrogance.
What the hell is it? I got a subscriber.
Yes.
Thanks for subscribing.
The team is awesome.
Nice.
Sad guy. I'll talk about working at Facebook probably later. What's the thing recently that brought you joy? But anyways, Tynan's just so positive stuff. And I love that as an idea. Just keep being more positive. Tynan, April wants to know about your time living in an RV. So you lived in an RV years ago before it was like the rate.
Since 2006. It's like nobody was doing it back then, right? Like people thought I was really nuts. For doing that. People thought it was really
crazy. I remember it, dude. I thought you were nuts.
Yeah. It's funny how I did it. Actually, I don't even know if you know this. Through a weird situation, I had literally one of the best condos in all of Austin, like rooftop penthouse with a hot tub on the roof, like garden, fountain, like all this whole situation. And I wanted to buy an RV because I used to have a school bus with my friends and we do these road trips. And so I was looking online for these RVs and I found one. And so I wanted to buy it. And so it was in Colorado. So I go to buy this RV and my girlfriend at the time was like, hey, let's go pick up this RV. And she's like, no. I know that if I come with you, we're just going to drive back in like a death march. It's not going to be fun. So I don't want to go unless you're willing to stop and do 3 fun things. So it's like, okay, it's reasonable. So we did Carlsbad Caverns, we did White Sands, New Mexico, and I forget what the other one is. And so because of that, it took 3 days. And so we had to sleep in this thing. It was a small RV, 20-foot RV. And it was so much fun. Like, we loved it. And I never slept in the penthouse again because I liked it so much. And my favorite restaurant here is Casa de Luz in Austin. I used to eat every single meal there.
It's like the worst restaurant here. It's not the worst. It's just they never put salt in anything. And they love cilantro.
Like,
like
cilantro.
I love salt and I don't like cilantro.
Anyway, it's the best restaurant. Don't listen to Noah. And so I just parked the RV in front of that, and I lived there for years. And it was so convenient. I wake up in the morning, walk in, have my breakfast or my lunch or whatever, go back to the RV. And I loved it. I lived there for years.
I think what's interesting about how you've lived is just kind of like, I think you explore curiosities. You don't let greed get the best of you, which I think sometimes I still do. I think sometimes I used to think you were similar to Neville, maybe, like you're very about the story. Like, what would create the most interesting story of my life? Sometimes I think
my 20s for sure.
Yeah.
I would be about to do something that I knew was kind of dumb. I was like, it's going to be a good story. I'll just do it anyway.
How do you live in your 30s?
So I think a lot about, like, most people just keep doing whatever they were doing before that was working for them. But what happens is you're doing some things to get to a certain phase in life. And then once you get there, those probably aren't the best things for you to do anymore. So at some point it's like, how much do I really need one more story? Right? Sort of like traveling. How much more do I really need to see one new country when I've been to 70 or 80 or whatever? And so, I guess in my 30s, I think more about, like, I mean, maybe a lot of different things, but one of them that comes to mind is like the people in my immediate circle, like my close friends, my family. It's like, I'm kind of maxed out on everything. So how can I, like, spend more time with them? How can I try to help them have better lives in different ways? And who knows, maybe it'll go back to some other thing, right? But I think it's important to, like we're talking about, like, goals, like, what do I actually care about? And it's like, well, it's not really about making stories anymore. To some degree it is, but it's not my priority.
Because I think sometimes I was like, he's just doing the story. Like, does it actually matter as much?
Yeah.
And so do you sit and meditate? A lot of people are like, oh, he's meditating. Or is it like do you journal it out? Or how do you get to that point? Or you just, like, have a moment where you're like,
I have a lot of time on planes, so not anymore. But, we're just sort of sitting there thinking. And I think, I've written a blog now for 20 years almost. And so one of my favorite things about writing the blog is that it forces me to, like, crystallize ideas, because that's like, okay, I need to have one idea that I share with people every single week of my life for 20 years. And so I'm always thinking, like, is there a lesson in this? Is there something I can learn from this? Should I be doing something different? And I think that's probably one of the biggest benefits. I mean, there's so many benefits, but that's one of the big ones that forces me to think in sort of better ways.
Oh, this is interesting. Were your parents very positive?
They certainly aren't negative. I wouldn't say that they're, like, overly positive, but I do think that my upbringing helped me in a zillion. I mean, I was loved. I had a really safe upbringing, and my parents supported me through, like, crazy stuff. Like, when I dropped out of college, and all my parents care about is college, by the way. I dropped out of college to be a professional gambler, and there was some college money saved up for me. Despite the fact that they didn't want me to drop out, they thought it was the biggest mistake I would make in my life. They gave me the money knowing I was going to use it for gambling, being a professional gambler. Which is like that's a very high level of support.
Yeah.
When I bought the school bus, my friends and I bought a 40-foot school bus. My dad was like, I didn't have my own place, so I was parking in front of my parents' house. They were like, do not buy the school bus. It's going to be the biggest mistake in the world. And then the very next day, my dad was over there with his tools to help us work on it. So, like, I feel like that was one of the biggest ways my family helped me.
I was looking at some of the other things that brought people joy as well.
Yeah, I really got to go. This is so cool, man. I wish I didn't have.
We gotta hang out with people, and they're so awesome.
These people are
yes,
awesome.
the people are amazing.
Yeah. Except that doesn't like. Oh, I like that guy.
Which one?
Damn it. The barbecue guy. I like him, but he doesn't like Casa. Right.
Yeah, he has good taste.
I'm gonna overlook that. That's all right.
Togs. Oh, I love cool names. Chogzin Jamagolova.
Is that that's like a? I bet that's a Kazakh name. Am I right?
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Seems like it.
Yeah, maybe it's Becky.
I received a beer keg. Sweet. Dude.
I really.
Lane Jones. Send me an Instagram and I'll give you a permission slip so you can be late to your meetings. Oh, Vicky, having a date for the first time in a long time, declaring on my Facebook my dating game. Hells yeah.
Nice.
Good luck. Fatima enjoyed a book, a novel. Do you think, I don't want to speak for you. Do you think spending time alone is helpful for authenticity? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get time to know yourself.
Yeah. I think
Um,
whatever's going to help you be like honest about your thoughts, you know, like don't just go through the patterns of like, oh, I'm this or I'm that, or should be doing this, but like, yeah, what do I actually think about this? And I think being alone is good for that. All right, man, I gotta go.
All right, everyone.
Guys, thanks for having me.
Tynan.com.
So cool. Thank you for the question.
If you-
So cool to see everybody.
Tea with Tynan. If you'd like to check more of him out, Tynan.com.
I think you've promoted my site more than I have in the past 10 years total. So I appreciate that. This is what Noah's always trying to get me to do, is promote my stuff.
Well, I'm here to promote.
Sweet.
All right, you're going to lunch?
I'm going to go to lunch.
All right, man.
But, dude, awesome people. And
I'm
sending somebody.
Oh, yeah, Steven Schneitman, his pregnant wife, cookies. I'm going to hang out. Thank you for sharing your gear.
Where are the keys there?
Oh, Miata.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
All right, I will hang out with y'all another like 10, 15 minutes, and then I got to rug. Dude, they're going wild for you, Tynan.
I'm
They
going
said-
wild for them.
Dude, he loves you guys back. What's up, Tony Uribe? Good to see you, man. T-Letter wants to have tea with you.
Where is it?
T-Letter, let me know where you're at. Javier had a nice warm cup of coffee in the morning. Oh, that sounds good, my man.
Man, that guy.
Dude, ban him because he likes coffee. Coach Rye just subscribed. What up? Make it in Holland. Good to see you. It's hard to I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I like you. Dude, they love you. Tynan is just an interesting thinker. I feel like it's good to have those kind of friends in your life.
Likewise.
All right, staying up at 3 a.m., interacting with a bunch of interesting people that brought me joy. I have 3 kids that are 7. It's a lot of kids. Wow. I Marie Kondoed a bunch of stuff. Hells yes. Cold showers keep bringing me joy and giggles. Oy vey. Yeah, I'll bring Tynan back. He's been on the podcast. So if you guys aren't on the podcast, Tynan's there. Aaron Beals. Aaron's like the most generous person. I had a thought this week where my word, I don't know if you guys have words of the year or not. I don't know where he bought incense or which one he has. My word of the year is joy. And I was thinking about joy in that I was like, oh, I want more joy. I want more joy. And then it was kind of an interesting thought. I think Tynan was talking about it a little bit, but how do we give more joy? So instead of just us taking this for me, like instead of just taking, like, how do I get more joy from Tynan, more joy from y'all, more joy from whatever? It's like, is there a way that I can also start now giving that joy to other people? Anyways, I thought kind of an interesting thing what was an interesting thought? Is Tynan an introvert or extrovert? I don't know. I just think that we sit, like we were up last night talking until 3 a.m. So Steven, I think the important thing, I had a date this week. Hey, he's back, dude. He just can't get enough.
I just couldn't get enough.
Someone was asking about your incense.
Nippon Kodo Kyara Taikon, I think. Nippon Kodo, get the like really expensive one, but not the most. The second most expensive is the best.
But I think one of the things to consider about extrovert or introvert is more, who are you around that's making you feel great about yourself and that you make them feel great about themselves, and having more of that. And so Tynan's one of them. So in the past, 2 to 3 years, we spent more time together?
Yeah, it's been awesome, man.
Yeah, it's been great.
We used to see each other,
Once
every year or two?
Maybe. But I think making the effort to come see each other.
Dude, it's been great.
I don't know. Have a good lunch. Oh, do you guys want to see him drive off in the Miata? Let's go see the Miata. This is like my favorite thing. Well, not my favorite, but this is one of my favorite things. Oh, Miata. Oh, you can't really see it out there. Anyway. So just finding people in your life so that's the thing I was going to say, Steven. This person I was hanging out with, she has a lot of shitty friends. And I was just like, why don't you stop hanging out with people that are not making you be literally the best version of yourself? And so someone like Tynan, I told you guys earlier, when he talks about how he gives a lot of positive self-talk, that really inspired me, because I think I have a lot of negative self-talk at times where I'm like, this sucked, or this is not good. I don't like what you did here. And I try to make more of an effort to be proud of myself, and honestly, small and big things. All right. You guys had words of the year and joy. You can't fit in a Miata. Yeah, I think giving joy is helping people achieve their goals. Miatas might be a death trap, but they're just so nice on a weekend. I love it's a 2004 NB Miata. Maybe I can go on a date next time in Florida. Sure. There's a lot of Jewish people in Florida. I'm practicing. So your guys' different words of the year. Oh, Nippon Kodo. Thank you. This is for the people looking for the incense. Togson's word of the year is giving. Oh, I like that. Tony, disclosure. One, it sounds like that EDM group, but also sounds kind of interesting. I don't know what that means. Clarity. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, entrepreneur. What's up, man? Dan, I didn't see you here earlier. Vulnerability. I always wonder about this vulnerability when people share things openly and they're like, you're so vulnerable. I'm like, what does that mean? Does that mean they just share stuff that most people don't share? I guess it puts yourself in maybe more like scary places. I don't know. It always kind of weirds me out. All right. Consistency, congruency. I dig that. Yeah, Kevin, I think I don't know if it's a worldwide thing. I do think it might be like an Asian Jewish thing because we're hard on ourselves, or maybe our parents are and their parents were and so forth. Rico, which book did I mention last week that you loved? Oh, shit. You guys have a lot of interesting words. Energy. Brian, that is really cool. Finisher. Do I only date Jewish people? No, I've never actually dated a Jew. So that is one of my bucket list items. If you guys know any amazing Jewish women, holler at your boy. Thea Woods, courage. Oh, Kevin, I like this. Bold. Oh, you guys have such cool ass words. So I don't know. Do you guys do this as well? In that throughout the day, I try to remind myself of the word. Every morning I look at the word. Mine's joy. Yours is moments and bold and breakthrough. I don't know if you do it, but I like it. That just throughout my day, I'm like, how can I have more joy in this moment? And so for you, it'd be like, how do I have more courage? How do I have more exploration for Coach Rye? Growth. John Hayes. Hell yeah, man. I'm glad the course, monthly1k.com. We do have a course. I'm going to promote it because I'm proud of it, but I don't care if you guys buy it. But if you're looking to start a business, you can check it out. I think we raised the price to $100, which is still too affordable. But if you're interested in starting a business, a lot of people have taken it. I think over 10,000, and I think it's really helpful. Growth. Yeah. Calm. Brian, you got those words, man. I like your words. Adventure. Man, you guys are fucking cool. By the way, after the stream, I'm going to end the stream probably about 10 to 15 more minutes. I love hanging out with you guys so much. Plus, I have nothing else to do this Friday. After the stream, leave a comment of what action you're going to take for yourself to help yourself. Maybe it's in your business, preferably. Maybe it's in your personal, it can be as well. What action you're going to take this weekend. And after the stream below, leave a comment. And on Monday, at the end of the day, we're going to announce, you have to be subscribed, hit the notification button. We'll announce in the community tab in the top right of the channel who the winner is of the one Tesla share. I think it's around $800 right now. We will buy you a share and we'll verify. And the winner will be based on taking action for yourself in the weekend. Oh, Jan, you're so funny. Focus, profit. Fatima, atta girl. I like Fatima. My lifetime word is tacos. I'm trying to write. Philip, ooh, attaboy. Yeah, Jason Blake, I agree. I mean, I spent my life figuring out this stuff, but also we spent a year building the course, and we had software and all this kind of crazy stuff. Okay. So I can do another 15 minutes of questions if you guys want. That's interesting. I have time. Yeah. Brian, I think there's something really quickly. Brian said, you're living the dream because I have time. I think we all take almost so much of this stuff for granted. Like on Wednesday, I spent the day biking. And yeah, I think we all have way more stuff that's better in our lives than we realize, including myself. But I think we have to remember to look at it, including, same here. Startup Nation. Yes. Startup Nation is a phenomenal book. I really, really enjoy Startup Nation. Do I have a discount for monthly? Okay. No, it's already way too affordable. So what motivated the price tag for the course? We dropped the price. Originally, the price of the course was $600. We dropped it to $700 when COVID hit because I wanted it to be accessible. And when it was free, people don't take the work seriously. So the fact that Jennifer took, her dad bought her the course, I was surprised because generally if you get it for free, they don't do the work. That's why I never gave it out for free, or I try not to. I prefer not to. I think that we did a little bit on YouTube. At $7 is just too affordable. And I think there's some barrier where you have to invest a little bit. It's kind of like if you get a gym membership, you don't pay for it. You don't really care. You're like, I thought $7 was almost just too low. It cheapened what you're actually going to learn. Think about this. Have you ever bought something like a burger or something it was a little bit more expensive? There's something psychologically like, I'm going to take this more seriously. This is higher quality. Do I mountain bike? Yes. I'm going to go mountain biking on Sunday. Dude, you're like kite surfing in there? Holy shit. T letter. Appreciate you, man. What is my typical week like? Let me just show you what my week looks like. Hopefully there's nothing inappropriate. Dima, this is what my week looked like. Let's actually see. Hopefully there's not like, it's not like, oh, don't prefer you not seeing my address. Oh, you guys can't see it right there. Okay. So my week looks like, I just don't want my address. You guys like, I could show my address now. Okay. So my week is basically make videos. So production time, I'm just looking here. Make videos is production time. Bike riding and exercising is green time. Hebrew or anything yellow is learning. Sumo meetings are in blue, like anything company related. Yeah, and I did a few interviews. So a lot of my week is just making videos, exercising, kind of free time to think. I'm trying to balance not having so much scheduled. I have a lot of anxiety if I don't have things planned. So I fill up my calendar. So that it's something I'm always working. At the end of the day, that's also how I am. I like having things planned. I like having things scheduled. Yeah, I think $7 for the course is a little bit too cheap. And I don't like using the word cheap. I like the word affordable. How much time do I block out to make YouTube videos? Let's look at the calendar. Back to the calendar. So this week, if you look at it on Monday, I call it production time. So purple is my production time. So basically Monday and Thursday, I blocked out around 2 to 3 hours each day for creating videos. That doesn't include the team's time. So Jeremy, who's our producer, spends a lot of time making the scripts and so forth. Tell him about the gun. Is there a reason I don't put my OnlyFans on my calendar? Because my goal is to grow the YouTube channel and not get distracted with anything else. That's one thing I thought about a good bit this week. And that the most successful people, I don't think they're better than any of you. I actually think, don't show my credit card. Fuck yeah, I showed my credit card in the last video. So stupid. I don't think like I've worked for Zuckerberg. I've been to Bill Gates' house. Like I've gotten to work and be around like the best. These guys are a little bit smarter than us. Maybe not you, me. But I think what they're actually more exceptional on, one, they found something that worked, but they're really good at saying no to stuff. I think that's what's made them really great. And I think what a lot of entrepreneurs or people that aren't getting what they want is that they'll start something. Maybe like I started OnlyFans to show you guys on one of the videos and you're like, oh, let me just do a little bit more of it. Or Instagram. I don't actually post shit on Instagram. It's like, I want me and all of our team focused on what matters. And so I think for yourself and whatever you're working on personally, but probably more professionally, what are you saying no to? And that is probably if you have very clear goals that you're trying to accomplish. Is NoFap really good? I don't know. By the way, I want to show you guys something. JC, I was waiting for you to show up. JC, you just showed up. Thank God Jesus Christ is here. So glad you came. We do have a Facebook group. Where the hell is that? I'm finding the link for it. I'm not as active on it as much anymore. I think Facebook's kind of shitty, but okdork.com/group. We're going to consolidate this with the Slack group and other shit. It's just like, honestly, again, my focus is YouTube. So I spend on literally probably about 90% of my week focused on how do I grow the YouTube channel? So my meetings, my production, or it's free time. So okdork.com/group is our free Facebook group. So you can meet other smart, like-minded people. Oh, you're being sarcastic. I know, but I think it was interesting, dude. Yes. Oh, Dan, that's so fucking cool to hear. Oh, what I wanted to show you guys is on AppSumo. So if you guys are entrepreneurs, which I think a lot of you guys are, you probably watch my channel because it's entertaining, I hope, and it's to encourage you guys on your business journeys. So on AppSumo, let me just share this. If you are an entrepreneur and you create software, courses, books to help any entrepreneur, go to appsumo.com/browse, sell on AppSumo. It's appsumo.com/sell. Gotta put that in my notes. You guys should, honestly, I think this is like Airbnb before Airbnb came out, meaning before everyone bought houses and rented them on Airbnb. Same thing with YouTube. YouTube is still, I think, one of the best business opportunities for everyone. I would say appsumo.com marketplace is this. We are now paying out, I'll show the number in just a sec. But if you have any book, software course for entrepreneurs, appsumo.com/sell, get it listed there. It's free and we promote for you. Right now, we are paying out. I'll show the number. Let me, I don't want to show like all of our sales numbers, but I'll show you marketplace sales numbers. This is, I don't really, don't want to show that. So this is what we're paying out. This is payout numbers to creators. Yes, Elton, you can promote your course on how to collaborate with other entrepreneurs. I'm not getting on Clubhouse, dude. I got on it and I was like, I just focused on YouTube. Wow, Dan, you've made sales on it. That is super cool. So appsumo.com/sell, we're paying out. This is, I mean, these are 30,000. That's today. Paid out 36,000 yesterday. So that's a lot of money we're paying out to a lot of creators. If you produce, right now it's only books, courses, or software. All right, let's go back to your questions. I'll stick around a little longer. I'm having fun. Seems like you guys have a lot of questions. This February, I'm starting a YouTube channel. You're writing on LinkedIn. You're doing Medium. I want to get my content as possible in the next 7 months. So here's how you get it in the next 7 months. Stop writing on Medium, stop writing on LinkedIn, and start posting a YouTube video today. That is how you're going to get to the most possible people. You're trying to do 3 different things well. Pick one and just focus on that. And that is how you'll win it. Jan, yeah, why not? If you have a course in hacking, hopefully it's not like super shady shit, preferably, but if it's for helping other entrepreneurs, highly recommend it on AppSumo. Yeah, I think, William, it's also what I'm enjoying. I enjoy doing these office hours with you. I enjoy the people I get to meet. I enjoy working with our team to make videos. Are there any products I recommend? Price? No, you can change your price point. So just like SEO with Google, I think there's going to be AppSumo EO, where you test your titles, you test discounts, you test your prices. The average price point on AppSumo is around $49. FB is crappy. Agreed. Agreed, Chantel. I should share the ninja YouTube hack I sent to your LinkedIn and on this office hours. So, Drew, I like you. Nothing personal. But most people that send hacks around YouTube have very small channels. I still have a relatively small channel in the YouTube world. So let's pull up your LinkedIn hack and see how great this hack is. What's his name? Drew Hitchcock. It's probably like add a hashtag. I've been following for a couple of years and greatly appreciate all you do for. I appreciate the feedback, Drew. How long is this video, dude? It's this. Oh, dude. I want to watch it, Drew, and I appreciate you taking the time to help me. That's honestly, it's kind of flattering and it's really amazing. It's like a 7-minute video. I don't know you. I haven't met you yet. If you don't have like a giant ass channel, so it makes it a little bit harder for me now to want to invest in this. We each have 7 minutes available. So I might check it out, or you can just send me some summaries. I prefer it. That'd kind of be a good way to get started. Caleb, good to see you, my man. These guys created a really cool bar company out in Austin, Texas called Bearded Brothers. I think YouTube is an amazing one. Caleb also has a CBD company. So you manage several channels. All right, can you summarize the bullet points and then I'll check it out, Drew? I appreciate you taking the initiative to do that. I think a cool way to meet a lot of people is basically send them the actual thing. Forcing them to watch a video is kind of a little hard unless you already know them. Sean Park, happy Friday. How do I avoid burnout when it comes to creating YouTube videos as often as I do? I felt that a little bit last night. I made a video on Logan Paul and how much money he's making. And I was like, I don't really want to be doing this. And so I think it's trying to figure out what videos are working, what videos I'm excited to be making. So we spend a lot of time, I'll show you guys. We spend a lot of time figuring out like what videos do we want to do? Also, which part of the work do I not want to do anymore? So I don't do descriptions. I don't do a lot of the scripts as much. And so I just think figuring that out. Right now, it's just really fun. I think the other thing I'm trying to balance, Sean, is how many videos we do. So right now, I'm really only doing 2 to 3 videos a week. We're going to test 4 next month. And I do think if it feels like a job, if it feels like I have to do this, we're probably going to pull back. Because I think ultimately I'm trying to figure out how do I make this content for the next 10 to 50 years. All right, so here is, just to show you an example, these are video experiments. And then these are videos that we kind of already know are going to work. And so the idea here is that, how do you find the videos that you're like, there's just people like Ty Lopez, I have nothing, I've never met him. I'm just not interested in making a video about him. I'm interested in making a video about Joe Rogan's money or this David Dobrik. I've seen him a little bit. Gary Vee one was actually kind of surprising. So I think there's that. And then, same with these experiments. So, at the end of the day, when I'm thinking about YouTube, it's like, how do I make it fun for myself where I'm learning? Because I think that makes it really enjoyable for everyone else to have fun watching that video too. I heard about the guy who lost 213 million because he forgot his password. It's entertaining. I don't know. That's about it. What are my terms when investing in a startup? I just invest in the companies I use. So I try to invest in the StreamYard company that we're using for this. I don't really generally get too into the terms. I'm just like, hey, I'll give you 10 to 25,000. That's pretty much where I'm at right now with it. How did I decide on YouTube and how do I narrow it down? I've always been blogging. I've been blogging since 2000. I love sharing. I think I had a lot of apprehension and fear and self-consciousness about putting myself out there because I admire the creators. I admire the Bezos and the Gates and these people making software. And I don't admire like a podcaster or an author. And it was just kind of saying, just be fine with it. Be fine with both. Like you can admire both of them. And then, so after I accepted that I can put myself out there and build a community and connect with you guys, then it was figuring out, okay, well, I'm doing LinkedIn, I'm doing Twitter, I'm doing Instagram, I'm doing blogging, I'm doing YouTube. Which one is fun and which one has the largest potential of growing an audience? So podcasting is really fun. Honestly, it's easy. Podcasting is so much easier, but growing a podcast is much harder, much, much harder than this YouTube. And Instagram, I don't feel like the quality of the audiences is good. I don't feel like the control of being able to communicate with the audience is good. And I'm also not a photographer person. I don't want to be out all day doing that. I like that I can work with the team and make the video content and I can just kind of come on screen. So I think you have to figure out which one serves your purposes. For me, it's like, which one has the biggest audience and what do I enjoy? So like TikTok, making like 60-second dance videos or 60-second like snippets, as of now, it's just not something I really enjoy. And I don't think the quality of that audience is as high. Drew's got nuts. You guys are so funny. Drew, can you just send the bullet points and I'll read them out? Are we going to have StreamYard and AppSumo? No. So they just sold a Hopin. Hopin's been on AppSumo. There's a likelihood we're going to launch an AppSumo original competing with StreamYard. At least it won't be at the level of quality, but it'll be more affordable so that you guys can have your own live streams for a very low cost. What do I think about selling chatbots? I thought chatbots were like 4 years ago. I think there's still like Drift and Intercom. Honestly, I guess I'm so engulfed in like the content creation YouTube world. I don't see I'm not as excited about chatbot stuff personally. I think there's some opportunity with like live chat with businesses and making that automated. I think that with AI and all that stuff, it'll eventually get to the level of quality that we would expect as a consumer. The cookie website. All right, hold on. What's the cookie website? Yeah, Mendez, sell good vibes. The cookie website, here's the cookie website. Facebook.com/cookie mama company. What are some words on not giving a fuck? I mean, that's some words. I think it's really hard not to care what other people think. Like even Tynan, like to some extent, he probably cares what his, I think or other friends think. In Silicon Valley, there's the concept, fuck you money. Like you have enough money where you don't have to really worry about what other people think. I think what's kind of interesting with that being said is how differently would you be living or what would you be doing if you didn't really care what other people think? Because it might actually be a good thing if you care what some of your friends think. Yeah, I mean, I think with like the YouTube stuff, I think personally, I say, well, is this the way I can make the most money? No. If I'm focused on AppSumo and growing that business and being way more hardcore on that, or starting a new company, I think that would grow our company a lot more. But it's giving me the most fulfillment. Like seeing you guys take action. When you guys leave comments saying all the work you're going to do this weekend, and we're going to give someone a share on Monday at night, that is just satisfying. And the fact that you guys are connecting with me, it's the most fulfilling. And I can dive on that. And maybe that's not, I don't know if it's just not giving a fuck or just finding the thing that you're really content with. Like same with Austin. It wasn't about giving a fuck or not giving a fuck. I just got here 10 years ago from SF and it just felt right. And no one else was here and I just liked it. And so I think it's just figuring what that really is for yourself and being okay with that. Do I use YouTube Premium? Yes, I do use YouTube Premium. It's probably the best 12 or whatever, $10 a month. I think it's one of the best money you could spend. The amount of time you save in your life is just gigantic around that. So Andrew, I've heard the idea. I'll share the idea. Andrew, it's not bad. So Andrew's point is add playlists to the videos we email out. So if you guys are not on our mailing list, by the way, where the hell's the mailing list? SendFox.com/Noah. So we email our videos every Wednesdays. And then on Mondays, we email it to just people who are really into that, click on our YouTube videos. So it's a segmented audience. Well, we can test adding it. So email a video and it's part of a playlist. So once the video ends, it'll automatically go to the next video. I'll try it out. We'll try it out. Thanks for the feedback. I appreciate the suggestion. If you guys are not on our newsletter, sendfox.com/Noah. I'm going to do 14 more minutes. I can tell I'm fading. Thank you, Drew. I look handsomer today for some reason. I did the Dollar Shave Club. Sometimes honestly, Casey, it's good to see you. I got to admit, I'm a fucking hater. Sometimes I'm a hater. And I saw that and I'm like an anti-supporter. And I don't know. There's just like some of my psychology is fucking weird sometimes, but I'm like, I don't support them. And I'm trying to just lean in sometimes to that shit where I'm like, okay, why are you really against them? Maybe I'm jealous that they sold for $1 billion and they built these cool commercials. But I tried it out and honestly, it's just like a fucking razor, but I like that it comes to your house and they have a head shave butter. And so I've been just working on shaving the head. I think it looks good when I actually have a beard. So I think when I don't have a beard, I look kind of like a chemo patient, which is not, it's sad. And I don't think it's a good look. How did I meet Jeff Bezos? So I haven't met Jeff. Thank you again, Drew Hitchcock. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I haven't seen ads on YouTube. I met Jeff Bezos. I haven't shaken his hand, but he did a speech at Stanford probably like 10 years ago when I was living in the Bay Area. I met Bill Gates because I interned at Microsoft, so I went to his house. I met Steve Jobs when I worked at Intel because I saw him in the parking lot and I ran out to him. And I worked for Mark Zuckerberg, so that's how I met Mark. I did get a haircut. Thank you, Fatima. Oh boy. Can I bring on Tim Ferriss? Maybe. I've known Tim a long time. Yeah, maybe. Hell yeah. Well, I don't think you settled here, man. I think you, I guess I've always not liked the word settle, but yeah, you found a place that you loved. I think that's true for a lot of things. It's not really a selling. I think selling just has such a negative connotation. It's like that or addictive personalities. I guess there's just words that like trigger me that I don't want to, because I don't want to settle. I don't want it to just end. That's what it feels like. But I'm glad you're here too, man. I hope I see you around. So what is my thought on affiliate marketing? So I think there's two ways. I think that I just have a negative connotation with affiliate marketing. I just think spam, and I think shady, and I think it's like, to me, it's like drop shipping. It's like, oh, I can just get rich doing this stuff. I think it's got a lot of negative connotations to me, but I think affiliate marketing actually has a lot of promise, which is maybe there's an influencer, maybe someone like myself who I get an audience like you guys. So I share things that I can recommend. And then if there's a product, maybe it's Dollar Shave Club, maybe it's like this kettle, like it's a fancy fellow kettle, whatever it is, or my pistachio holder. And they are like, hey, we'll pay you to recommend it to your audience. So I actually think that's great. I think where it's affiliate marketing, where you're doing like ad arbitrage on shady products, not so great. But affiliate marketing in general, I think the intent of it was really pure. It was, how do we pay people to do marketing that we're not going to do? And I think it got kind of manipulated into, hey, we can do shadier shit to make this money and take advantage of a company. But I think as a business, it's interesting. Sawyer Lane, hey, good to see you, man. I saw you somewhere else. Do I look up to anyone? I think I think we admire a lot of the same people. I don't think there's anything unique about it. The question maybe for all of us is, why do we admire these people? Lakeisha, good to see you. You're the best. Why do we admire these people? What is it about these people that it's not exclusive to them. But why is it we're looking up to them? I think they're past the point of money where they can do what they're wanting to do. And that's what we can all be doing. I think sometimes it's actually negative. Like, these guys are going to space and I'm making YouTube videos, and then it's like, it's almost discouraging at times. I don't feel that way now. I think what I admire a lot about them is just more the mentality of how big they're thinking. They're thinking gigantic. And I think a lot of and you could do that in any realm. So on YouTube, can we think, all right, maybe I can get 10 million subscribers? And I'll take a step back on it. But I like just the idea of how big they think. Does it mean we always should have more and bigger? No. But I like that they're trying to do more larger scale ideas. Get some color. I think my colors, it's winter. Chantel, it's winter. I mean, I'm not going to go to tanning salon again. Could we create badges? We do have badges on AppSumo, I think, for the partners. I don't know about for the customers. Everyone's just capable. Like, these guys are definitely bright. They're definitely bright. Like, I came from Silicon Valley. Those people are really fucking smart. They're not smarter than y'all, but I think they are thinking bigger, and they're surrounded by really, Elon is not doing the fucking work. I don't know if y'all realize that. They have like 100,000. I don't know how many employees work at Tesla. How many employees do you think Tesla has? Because we're like, Elon this, Elon that. If 50,000 people creating the car, it's not Elon, but we give him all the credit, and he's definitely impressive about it. I just think they're thinking on a higher level than most of us, and it's not, and all of us can think bigger. I guess the question for all of you is that in your own businesses, in your own life, is there areas you want to be thinking bigger on? 2 weeks ago, I started thinking, wow, what if this channel got to 1 million subscribers? And I'd say Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk or these guys would probably be like, how do I get to 1 billion subscribers? And I just think that's kind of more different what they're thinking. One thing that, let me show you something super cool. My buddy Neville showed me this. Check this out. The difference also with Elon and how we're behaving is that they are, we do have AppSumo affiliate, by the way. I think you guys are asking about AppSumo affiliate. If you guys want to promote AppSumo products, there's people making 6 figures doing that. I'll put a link in here. Go.appsumo.com. Not really the fucking URL. Yeah, go.appsumo.com to become an AppSumo affiliate. People are making like 5 or 6 figures. I don't know if it's monthly, but some pretty big numbers from that to promote AppSumo. Was Peter McKinnon mad when he reached out to me? Yeah. I'm a little annoyed about that. Another story, another time. Anyways, let me just show you something I think pretty cool. So you guys are like, hey, how does Elon and Chamath and these guys do big things? One, they hire a shit ton of very smart fucking people. They're surrounded by geniuses. They're genius, but they're surrounding themselves with 50,000 geniuses. Let me just show you. This is Elon. This is really neat. This is Elon Musk's airplane. It's called Elon Jet. I think what they're willing to go much further than all of us into what they want to accomplish. And there's a trade-off to that, which is fine. But like, he just flew to Austin. The day before he was in Brownsville. The day before he was Hawthorne. A few days before that, he was in Los Angeles. He flies between LA and Hawthorne. He was in San Jose. And a few days before that, he was in Austin. A few days before that, he was in Mexico. So I think what's fascinating about that is tweet.com/ElonJet. They're willing to sacrifice it all for this. And I don't think you should. Well, I'm going to say I don't want to. To me, that's not, I don't want to die with the most money. I don't want to need to die trying to go to Mars. I don't give a fuck about Mars. I want to die with like great friends, fulfilling, having a nice family. To me, having to run around working 24/7 is just not it. What happened with Peter McKinnon? Really quickly, we put out a video about how much money he was making. And he messaged me saying, these numbers are way off. I'd like for you to take down the video. And if you take down the video, I'll do an interview with you. And it's like, okay, We don't have to take down the video, but we, because it takes a lot of money and time to fucking do it. Took down the video because, it wasn't accurate numbers and he wanted that, which I'm on the fence with. And then now he ghosted me. So I think he responded if I keep bugging him, but I don't want to. So that was a little annoying. Dude, you guys are okay. Does SendFox work with Shopify? No, go use Klaviyo. Damn, that's pretty cool. All right, I think I'm fading, guys. So I'm fading. We're gonna end it out. So here's what I do. Again, if you want to win the Tesla share and you just got here, leave a comment below of something you can do for yourself this weekend. And whoever does the coolest shit for themselves, preferably like get your stuff going, things you've been waiting on, take some action. We're gonna announce it Monday on the community tab. So make sure you subscribe and notification bell. No, so Edwin, we redid the entire video from scratch to put it back up. So it wasn't out of spite. It was like, I thought it was out of integrity that we took it down, which we didn't have to. And then we redid the entire thing at our cost. And then he kind of like disappeared. I don't know. My business partner was like, you should have just left the original video up and just said, fuck it. Cause that video it was going viral. But at the same time, if the numbers aren't accurate, I don't want to be promoting stuff that if I tell you something and it's not true, then I don't know, long-term, you guys think I'm full of shit. You guys have never, how do you guys not have heard of AppSumo.com? Who here doesn't know AppSumo.com? Yeah, we have started putting some disclaimers in the videos we're doing if we're not sure of it. Elon's jet thing is twitter.com/ElonJet. Kenneth, hopefully you're getting value out of what you're spending on it. Dream TNT. You guys are way too funny. How many people don't know AppSumo? Yes, John. Fuck yeah, John. You look like a cool science teacher. I wish you were my like 8th grade science teacher or like sex ed teacher. Hold on. How many people here don't know AppSumo? Dude, it's so cool to see that people do know it. Yeah, I mean, Monique, we want the numbers to be as accurate as possible, though. So, and I think his were like 10x off. It was like dramatically off. Shut up, RJ. Oh, so you didn't know I was associated with AppSumo? Huh, okay. Oh, Sawyer Lane. Dude, I like your hustle. Where's the Sawyer? That's how I know you. Yeah, I dig your style, my dude. This is the kind of thing. So Sawyer wanted to come be our marketing associate, be on our team. It's not my team, it's our team. And I like the heart, man. Definitely it's yours to prove. Gerald, fuck boring meetings. Like I canceled almost all of my meetings. Well, I'm not saying to go fire Jerry Maguire, but like cancel all this. If you don't like the fucking shit, that's the motivation. If it's boring ass meetings, that should be motivation to start a YouTube channel or do something this weekend so you don't have to do fucking shitty meetings. I worked at Intel for 14 months. It was fucking horrible. Get out of shitty meetings. Yes, SendFox definitely works with WordPress. If you guys don't have a newsletter, sendfox.com, it's free. We built it. Oh, shit. I know, Kate. God damn it. All right, next time. We learned. Ronald, I'm glad you found AppSumo. If you guys don't know AppSumo, shit, man. Go check out AppSumo. It's a great place to start a business and help you on your business journey. AppSumo. Let me put up the link. All right. As we end every one of these live streams, if you've not been a part of it, AppSumo.com, you guys should go and subscribe to the newsletter. Did my mom still comments on AppSumo. That's so cool, my mom. AppSumo.com, it started out, I would say, as Groupon for software. So it's software for startups and entrepreneurs. Now it's become a marketplace. Let me just show it to you. I am proud of what we've done as a company, as a team. Over the past 11 years. So AppSumo.com, we have it's a marketplace now. So if you have a book or course or software, you can sell it on AppSumo.com. You come up here, click, sell, and we promote for you. So we have a sales team. They're amazing. They go out and find the best tools for startups and entrepreneurs. So and most of the products, the prices are unreal. It's one-time payments. So you pay once and you get the software forever. So this is EditMate. Let's check it out. Oh, wow. So it's actually, oh, this helps you scrape together all the testimonials. That's cool. I haven't seen, I mean, there's so many products on the site now. It's like almost 600. What's Remaster Media? Wow, that's cool. Extended access to this deal. Wow. Okay, cool. It optimizes the audio of your videos or audio in general. Huh. So anyways, yeah, we have a bunch of amazing software. Some of it, the sales team goes out, we call them select products, but also the community marketplace are products that you guys have created and just submitted to the site. I think like Copysmith has done well. This niches product where it helps you figure out niches to do, super popular. I don't know. This thumbnail looks a little shady. Yeah, so these guys have done extremely well. Copysmith, it helps you do copywriting. These guys have done amazing. Huh, really cool. That's appsumo.com. That just sounded like puberty when I read that. All right, y'all. Yes. So yes, if you can start a YouTube channel so we can start something, Sawyer, you, everyone out there, Esteban, all you sexy bastards. So leave a comment after this live stream ends with what you're going to do for yourself. Alexander, that's kind of interesting. Huh. I'll mention that to the team. So I got to get going. So what is the one thing, what's the action you're going to do, or what's the one thing at least fun you're going to do for yourself today? Can you guys leave a comment with that? Do I invest in smaller companies that have been on AppSumo? No, I would actually be probably fucking pretty rich from it because we've done Intercom, Udemy, Hopin. I think we've done Canva. We've done Dropbox. No, we haven't done Dropbox. We've done LinkedIn. But no, we haven't taken equity in any of these companies. Something we've talked about, but we haven't really done actively pursue that. We can talk crypto and some of this other stuff next week. But what are the things you guys are going to do for yourself today? What am I doing for myself today? I think I'm getting pizza with Tynan and my buddy Neville. What are you doing for yourself? Reed, you're going to scrape your driveway so you can go to the gym. That sounds like a workout. Workout. Bye, Fatima. Good to see you. Oh, Jason, you guys are so fucking giving. I love all of you. You guys are seriously the best community. I feel so blessed that we found each other in this interweb. Peloton ride? Fuck yeah. Record a podcast. Ooh, I like this. Hashtag Food Friday. Devin is going to do photos in New York. Oh, that's cool. Tony's going to create a digital product. Dude, watch some anime. Yeah, why not? You love walking. Katie, I can't wait to see you walking one day. I'm like, that's her. That's her. You're going to sleep. What am I doing this weekend? We're going to watch the UFC and barbecue tomorrow night, a few friends, small. And I think maybe mountain biking and a date on Sunday. The Underdog link for our Slack group, if you guys want to be a part of it, you can apply. It's free. okdork.com/underdogs. Brian Ball was asking. Brian, I don't know how you're not in that. Oh, this is cool. Batting practice with my kid. Living in Santa Monica. Checked out your website. Launch a website. That's amazing. Elton, I'm glad you showed up, man. Good to see you. YouTube editing, Fatima. Dude, I love you guys. I'm glad you like this channel, Yellow Drums. Dude, watching the UFC while I work on my side project. Dude, I like this guy's flexing. All right, I'm going to go play some chess. Oh, John Hayes posts his first YouTube video on coding. Yes, man. Get it up this weekend. Leave a comment today. We'll come Monday, hopefully give you a Tesla share. Watch Jordan Peterson. Get out of the boring fucking meetings, Edwin. I'm looking at you, dude. You can do it. It's going to take some time, but plant the seeds today. WandaVision. Connor's fighting next weekend on the 23rd. Work on the OK Dork app. Okay, no more meetings. Fuck meetings. Bye to Tel Aviv. Yes, Amir, that sounds awesome. Enjoy. What is it called? The Ta'elit? What's the boardwalk called? I forget. Anyways, y'all, I love every one of you. Thank you guys for showing up. I'll be here every Friday. Next Friday, I may not be here because I'm on family vacation. But Jennifer, all of you guys, Jan, Nicholas, Oad, Nicholas. Oh, I think I said that. I love you guys. See you out there. Have a great